fucking show fucks it up for everybody. Yo, it's Thursday night. You know what that means? It's Wrestling with Knuckleheads. We got PJ Savage in the fucking building. We got Gigi and that Mexican dude that was doing the flippy shit against Omega last night is doing the flippy shit in Gigi's head, so she's dealing with that. And then we got the living legend, which I can't fucking hear nothing. PJ Savage in the building. What's going on, everybody?
Yo, I had my shit on mute.
Right,
That
cool.
4-minute intro, bro. I didn't want to make no noise.
You need to cut that.
That shit was 4 minutes.
Yeah. He wasn't fucking lying when he said it. That's why I told him to cut it. He's like, yeah, we'll work on it. Never work.
I told you it was like 5 minutes. This intro. Shit. We gotta keep them guessing. You know, I gotta give all y'all time to do y'all thing. We got the little one over here dancing and shit. You know.
She is everything.
Man, this is fire.
You know, it's enough time to do
questions
like
for
2
PJ.
lines of coke.
I showed PJ. I showed her PJ's IG page, and she's like, "Hold up, I know that wrestler, and it was a match against you and Bobby Lashley."
Yes.
And she was like, "Ask him questions. Go ahead." Ask him questions. No,
The hell was that?
I don't know. Do you want to ask him the questions? No. All right. Bye.
Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute.
Okay. I don't know what she's doing. I never know what she's doing. I'm always scared. You good?
Word.
You good, Riley? All right. Cool.
She gonna pop back in like 5
I
seconds.
don't know what she's up to. Yeah, she's just like opening and closing my door. I don't know what she's up to. I think she's trying to make an entrance. What's up, PJ? How you doing? Welcome to the
I'm
Knucklehead.
good, man. I'm good. I fucks with the podcast. I fucks with it already. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Thank you for the platform, man. As always, thank y'all.
Hey man, we appreciate you coming on, bro.
Word.
Definitely.
Now, we got a lot of things to talk about with you, Mr. Invictus Pro Wrestling Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Winner of the Climb for Clout ladder match, a match that you weren't even supposed to be part of on top of that.
Yep.
And you're cashing it in next month.
Yeah, I think it's April 28th. Jeez, they're gonna
28th against Big Trouble Ben Bishop for the social media championship.
that big old bitch. That big old Nah, man. It's crazy. The story at Invictus is a wild one, man. So like 2 years back, Invictus was starting up. And they were doing their thing, and I always reached out to Alex. I reached out to Nick a couple times. I was fresh out of Johnny Rods, and nobody was booking me yet. I was fresh out. I was like a month out. And they hit me up. They was like, "Oh, we'll look at your stuff," and then they put me on a couple pre-shows. So then I like just going from the pre-show to main event in their biggest show is pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Like just to go from one end, and not even like because last year in Bloom, I also main evented in Bloom last year, but it was a ladder match. It was the Climb for Clout match. So it was an 8-man match. So it wasn't really, it wasn't really my match. But this year, coming back in Bloom 3, and well, shit, I main evented 2 out of the 3 in Blooms, and now we're here, and it's me in a singles match versus Big Ben Bishop for the social media championship in the main event. So that's fire. Like, it's coming full circle for me, and I'm happy with everything I've done at Invictus Pro Wrestling. Big shout out to them.
Word. And fun fact, Big Ben Bishop is only about 2 inches shorter than me. So if you need any tips on taking out a big man, I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying?
I think he has some good ideas on how to take down a big guy. Okay, I don't think
my services are available. You know.
You show up April 28th. I got you. I'm good. You're gonna come out with me. I'm gonna use you. You can be around the ring.
There you go. That's it.
We're gonna have to come up with something. We're gonna have to come. He a big dude, man. He big. He's 7 foot tall. He's been on AEW. He's been done extra work for WWE. That dude's big, man. He played college basketball. Oh man, he's a big dude. But we in the Bronx, like
Word.
We don't shoot bricks out here, unlike him on that college Division I tournament. All he did was shoot bricks. That's why they never made past that tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Okay.
Just saying.
My man PJ Savage said he gonna dunk it on your ass. Watch.
Oh man, I got to now.
But
hear that,
before
man.
we get to Invictus, you have an event coming up at the end of this month, March 31st. Wrestling is Now. It's a triple threat match between Yuri Conway and Hamlet.
Yeah, Hamlet Hurts You. That's a big match. That match was originally scheduled as a fatal four-way with Chavo Guerrero in it. And so everybody knows I do the frog splash. I pay a lot of homage to the Guerreros and a lot of my moveset. Eddie was like a huge inspiration to me. I have 4 kids myself, and all my kids are in the wrestling. So Cody was another huge influence to me in 2016 when I first started training, where he, in his theme song, he was like, there could be more than one Royal family. And that really got my wheels turning. So when it comes to just everything and wanting to have a Royal family, having the chance, that's why Wynn brought me in. It was like, it's their first big show. And they wanted to test my mettle against a guy like Chavo, but also give a couple of other guys who are killing it. And they're a new promotion. It's starting up, and it's run by SAT, the world's famous SAT, the Maximos. So, the sky's the limit for that promotion. And Chavo, we all know why he can't make it. We all know. It's WrestleMania weekend. Ray's getting inducted. There's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We all know what's going on. But me versus Chavo will happen at Wynn. And when it comes to next Friday, me versus Hamlet Hurts You, a lot of people don't know me and Hamlet Hurts You actually train together at Johnny Rod's. We're both Johnny Rod's guys. So there's a lot of us out here. There's a lot of Johnny Rod's guys out here. Johnny trained so many people. He trained the Dudleys. He trained Tommy Dreamer. He trained Taz. He trained Big Cass.
Masha Slamovich as well.
Masha Slamovich. Me and Masha trained together. I caught her right at the tail end, right before she left Gleason's. We used to beat the crap out of each other. Me and Masha used to beat the shit out of each other in training. And big props to her winning the GCW title. Big props.
I was there. That pop was, oh man. There was only a few of us chanting for her. And it's always the girls, right? Because you have fucking Nick Gage just like has this whole crew. And I was like, oh, I'm outnumbered here. Fuck these assholes. Let's go, Masha!
Bro, it's crazy. And
I don't give a fuck.
That GCW crowd different, man. They just different out there. But big ups to her, man. She's been killing it. She was killing it when we was at Gleason's together in that old nasty sweaty ass gym, just grinding it out every single day, every day. And I'm talking, we would train hours, like from like 2 p.m. to 10 o'clock at night, 10:30ish, and just leaving the gym. Yeah, we used to go crazy in there. So we're all cut from a different cloth. So Johnny Rod's, just to give you guys some insight, Johnny doesn't let you do indies. So when you're with Johnny's and you're training under his tree, you have to stay there. You're only allowed to do his shows. You're only allowed to just be at his gym and learn from him. He doesn't want too many cooks in the kitchen when he's teaching you. So I was there for about 5 years. And so to speak, I drank the Kool-Aid. Everybody was telling me to leave and do the indies, but I kept staying there. Man, I ended up becoming one of his head trainers. I was his heavyweight champion for almost 4 years. We had a show going. It was great. It was awesome. Everything was going. I was about to get looked at by a big company. I don't want to say the name, but then the pandemic hit. So that really crushed me, man. It was tough. But we was always on the track. But then when I hit the indie scene about 1.5 years ago, it was tough because it felt like everybody didn't see what I did on the indies because Johnny's so closed in. Like I wrestled Bobby Lashley, Willie Mack, La Parka Jr., LA Park, Texano, Psycho Clown, Pagano. Like the names was Skade, famous Mexican trainer that trained Cesaro. And like it was so many people I wrestled and I hit the indies and it was like no one knew anything. And it was like I was just green. So I had to start from the bottom. So like even like Invictus putting me on the pre-show, but it was like, yo, I can hang in your main. Like I can hang, but I gotta prove it. Like the past 1.5 years, I've been proving that I could reach that level. I could be at the top. You could put me on the main event. And man, I'm blessed. The next 4 shows that I'm booked on, it's all main events. It's all me in the main. So like it's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Do you feel like that's a better way to train for this industry?
everybody has their own way, their own path. Some people look like they chisel out of stone but don't have no personality. Then
Yeah.
there's other people like I feel honestly, bro, if we're gonna be real and I'm gonna be real with you guys, I feel like I have every tool except for the body. Like I'm a big boy, I eat rice and beans and shit, you know, like my girl Dominicans. It's tough. It's
I'm
tough
right
in
here
the
with
crib,
you.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But like I'm down, man. In January, I weighed 289. I'm 6 foot. I weighed 289 in January, and now I'm down to 265.
Nice.
So I'm trending in the right direction. I gotta lose the weight, but I feel like I have every single tool at my disposal to prove I could be a main event guy, carried on my company, carry companies on my back, and not only that, but do it at a bigger level. But then like when you look at how I was trained, being trained by Johnny Rods in such a close, then he really gets your mind ready for like being backstage and handling politics and knowing how to talk to people. And he taught me like whoever's the top guy, you stay right behind him. You learn everything and you learn how to do it better. Same thing with promoters, you stay next to them. Not everybody's gonna get that learning. Not everybody's gonna, because that man, I got lucky. Like if you look at my training in general, I got trained by WWE Hall of Fame and Johnny Rods, and now I'm being trained by the SAT. Like legendary guys on the New York scene, legendary guys in Ring of Honor, Impact. Like they've killed the independent scene. So I'm kind of lucky on my training, but then I'm still not, I don't have a contract. So it's like I got the best training in the world, but I'm still sitting here, I'm still grinding out shows every weekend. I'm still grinding, you know what I'm saying? But
I hear you.
it's all a part of it. It's all a part of it. But everybody has their own road and their own path.
Yeah.
So I can't say which is the right road or not.
When it's your time, it's your time, you know?
Yeah, man. That's straight facts. Like there's nothing else more than that, man. And then I like the road I'm on right now. I'm representing New York City.
Yeah.
And I'm putting New York on my back. Like I want to be the New York guy. I'm not going out there saying I'm the king of New York. I'm just saying I'm the New York guy. You know, like that's just me. The presentation, the Timbs, the Yankee fitted. Like it's me. That's who I am. I came out one of the first Invictus shows in the Bronx. I came out with an 8-ball jacket and came out the Jadakiss. Like it's a different breed. You feel me? It's a different breed out here. And I keep saying this line, man. Montreal got Sami Zayn, Chicago got CM Punk, New York City got PJ Savage, and you're gonna feel that in New York City one day.
Word.
You're gonna feel that in the garden.
Word. And yo, we don't have too much New York representative that's out there. I know there's some people that's from New York, but they're not repping it like you know, we trying to get rep.
Yeah, nah, you know what it is too. Like when you in New York, you automatically labeled as LAX, like Homicide, and big ups to Homicide, he's somebody I look up to. But you always get labeled into that thug look. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I feel like I could carry New York because New York, especially the wrestling scene, is so special. If you're over in New York, if you're over in the Garden, you're over all around the world. I don't care what anyone says. And then I grew up like with my uncles taking me to shows in the Garden and tape trading. Like, so my first show was WrestleMania 10. I was like 4 years old, bro. Like,
wow.
And then being in the Garden and tape trading and doing all that stuff, that's real New York. Like, we're not just all gangsters and hoodlums. Real New York, we like to stay home. A lot of us like to stay home, eat our rice and beans, be in our safety, watch wrestling, and go out and enjoy ourselves. But there's a culture to us, you know, the bacon, egg, and cheese, the chopped cheese. Like, we just different. The 1 train, the 2 train.
Yeah.
New Yorkers are just a different breed, man. We cut from a different cloth.
Seriously, and it's very hard to captivate that outside of the gangster.
Yeah, but like the way I try to represent it.
Type of is what you're supposed.
Yeah.
Not everybody's like that.
Yeah, and it's tough because you're always gonna like. Even one of the last promos I just put up, I think I just put it up today. Me walking down the staircase with Tim's, I got to fit it on a P coat, PJ Savage shit. I look like a New Yorker. I look like somebody you don't want to run into on the train station. But the way I try to present myself is not hood, it's all passion. I'm tired of being in last place. I'm tired of just being overlooked. I'm tired of getting fucked over by the next guy. I'm tired of being held back because I'm Latino from New York City and I live in Spanish Harlem, but I grew up in Harlem. Like, it's just, I'm tired of it, bro. And it's like, I feel like that's a message that all of us New Yorkers could get behind, because all of us in New York can make it. If you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
And we all feel that. Like the people in LES, the people that live in the Bronx, the people in Harlem, the people in Queens and Brooklyn, we all of the same nature. We ain't gangster. We just got passion, and we tired of just getting snubbed off. We got chips on our shoulders. You know what I'm saying? We all got that bacon, egg, and cheese on our shoulder. So
You ha-
it's
you
just
got
who I am, man. It's just what I am. I want to represent New York City to the fullest. That day I come out at MSG, it's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie.
seriously, and then we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there to watch that shit too. So
Big
don't
facts, big facts.
Oh,
you
for
better
sure.
let us know because we're gonna be there. We gotta promote, we gotta represent and shit like that, man. But no,
Always.
it's true. We have to have that chip on our shoulder just to get to the end of the block.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
real shit. You gotta have that chip on your shoulder when you get in the train station, when you go to the store. You got like I cut one promo when I first really started to dab in the promos and figure out what PJ Savage was. And I grew up in the projects. I grew up in Manhattanville projects. So I cut a promo in the projects. You know, all my boys was looking at me. Everybody was there. And I cut this promo and it was just real. It was just real. It was authentic. And it was like, you are cut from a different cloth because you didn't grow up like me. You didn't grow up walking down the back staircase, stepping over crack valves, never knowing what you're gonna run into. Here's some crazy noises. Got to walk into the next staircase, and just walking outside with your head on a swivel, even though you're walking with your boys, because you never know what can happen. Like that, just it makes you a savage. Like that's why I'm PJ Savage. That's what makes you a savage. It's just the upbringing and what I've gone through in life. So it's crazy to try to separate it, but I want my passion to speak through more than anything else. Because really, I'm just a dude that loves wrestling. Wrestling saved my life, like I'm sure it did yours. It probably saved half of us from depression. It saved us from just being out in the streets. Like wrestling, I grew up with it. It's attached to my grandmother. My grandmother passed away, so I do it for her. Like she got me into it, bro. I used to sit on her lap. I used to sit on her shoulders with a comb and comb her hair because she used to like it. I used to calm her down because she used to be sick sometimes. And I used to comb her hair. We used to watch AAA Saturday mornings on the TV, man. Like wrestling was just a staple in my house, and I'm a product of that. Like I'm sure you all are. Like we all from the same time frame.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's like this is just shit that we are, bro. I'm an extension of the New York fan base that we just gritty, we hustle, and this shit just got us through life.
And it's really
definitely.
great to kind of like hear that because that's just so humbling to hear. Like we are all wrestling fans overall. I grew up
Yeah.
watching wrestling on because of my dad, but my dad started watching wrestling because of my mom. Because my mom's dad, my grandfather, may God rest his soul, was into wrestling, and the
Yeah.
only person that was into wrestling was my mom.
Yeah.
Was the one that was getting everybody involved in it. She got my dad involved, and when I growing up, I used to watch Saturday night main events, your Monday night Raws, way before SmackDown even was a thing, a thought.
The best, bro.
You know?
That's the best.
Then you have your
Right.
WCW nights, right? And
Yeah, man.
and like you said, your Saturday mornings events as well. So it's just I feel like even though we're not wrestlers, you are, but we are all like a product of what a wrestling fan is based in New York. No matter what, you're a podcaster, wrestler,
Yeah.
you set up the ring for people. Like we all bring our different elements to this wrestling culture and this wrestling community. And New York right now, it's really been on the rise.
Yeah.
Independent wrestling bringing or Florida.
Yeah, and I would say like right after the pandemic hit, New England was probably the hotbed. Like Massachusetts, Boston, all that was the hotbed. But I think now with promotions like Win, another promotion I work with called Titan Championship Wrestling, that's kind of revamping everything they do. And they're just taking stuff to a whole nother level, putting a lot of money into the company. Like they got Simon Gotch, Sonny Ono, and a couple other people coming to their May show. Like there's a couple of promotions that are just starting up. Invictus Pro Wrestling, We Are Wrestling. The New York scene's starting to get hot. It's starting to get hot. And now it's about like, who's the guys out here that can represent the scene? Who's going to represent that New York scene? Like you had Miracle Generation. They basically were the people that represented that New England scene. They came out. They were the hot young guns, Kylon, Dustin, and Ichiban. They're also wrestling with Win there in the main event now with SAT and CMD with Lince Dorado. So but now it's like, who's going to be those New York guys? And there's a couple of us, man. Like Darius Carter is one of the OGs out here that's been repping it. He's been repping it for what, like 10, 12 years now?
Yeah.
Can't wait to go to work with Darius Carter. But me and him, we've had a whole bunch of conversations. He knows he knows what I am. He knows what I bring to the table. He knows the kind of cut that I am. Like, I'm not gonna stand in the locker room. I'm the type of dude that's in the locker room that everybody likes, and that's for the simple fact of I just want to be the best.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy. That's it. I don't care what you are, what you represent. I remember the first show in Invictus that they had in the Bronx, the one that came out with the 8-ball jacket. My man Darius Carter was opening the show and closing the show. He was wrestling twice that day. And that's crazy because as a wrestler, you either want to jerk the curtain or you want to close it out. And he was doing both. So that's the spot. You know what I'm saying? He knew he had the swagger about him in the locker room. He was walking around, feeling himself, doing the shit, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And right in the middle of his groove, I walked up right next to him in his ear, and I was like, Darius, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for every spot you stand on, everything you represent, and I'm going to take it from you. But I'm going to take it for you right in front of your face. And he was like, big dog, that's what I like to hear. You better come at me. You better come at me. And like, that's just that real energy, you know what I'm saying? That's that New York shit where he represents. And there's a fellow Johnny Rods person, Steve Pena. He killing the game. He's absolutely killing it. He looks like $1 million. He's one of those guys that I can't wait to just go toe to toe with and tell an actual story where it's like laid out. Me and him are from Gleason's. It's just he's another dude that's out here on the New York scene, absolutely killing it. And then you got me, and it's like you got Ken Broadway. Ken Broadway's another one from Invictus. Ken Broadway's been holding it down. He's been representing. He's like one of the best hot guys that came out of there, in my opinion. Him, Monty, of course. Monty's one of those guys. Monty always reps it. Monty's just on another level. He's when you in the locker room with him, he's like everybody's Theo. He hold it down. That's Monty for you. But Ken's one of those guys, and if I could paint the future of the Mount Rushmore for the New York City scene, those are the 4 guys I'll probably put on it. Me, Ken Broadway, Darius Carter, and Steve Pena. We're the 4 guys that could carry the New York scene to the next level, and it's out of us 4 to just dog eat dog, beat the shit out of each other to try to become the best.
Do you have any rookies?
Oh man, there's a couple. Like I know Fallout Club, even though they don't like me. Battle Club, they got a bunch of people down there, bro. New York City, weird, bro. What happened?
From the Fallout Shelter?
Yeah, over there at the Fallout and Battle Club, they're one big tree. I don't know why they don't like me, but I honestly don't, bro. I honestly don't. I feel like if you're in the New York scene, we should uplift each other and not hold each other back. You know what I'm saying? I know I used to run in a group called Takeover, and they wasn't too fond of a couple of members in the Takeover. I guess I got some of that washed off on me. But that's another promotion right now. They're really holding it down. They got a lot of great rookies coming out of there. What they're doing in that school is kind of special. Right. There's a lot of Johnny flavor over there. Like their trainers in Santi, Pena, Masha, and Prince Ahmed. Those are all Johnny guys. Those are all Johnny. There's a lot of flavor down there. Like shout out to Prince Ahmed. He's always killing it. But I trained that bitch. Like he was one of my boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they're doing a lot of special things in SAT, man. You can't ignore them. What they're doing, and the guys that they got coming out of their school. You got guys like Brando Lee. You got guys like Face. There's so many guys coming out of SAT right now. That's just they're on it. It's on fire. And then Invictus right now is trying to put all those rookies onto one playing field.
Right.
It's gonna get messy. It's all over the place. But one of the guys I really like, and I can't forget to mention him, is Nikolai White. Nikolai White, he's on fire. He's always trending up.
He's really good. I like the way he looks.
Yeah, he's on another level. He's gonna be one of those indie New York legends. And I always tell him that whenever I see him in the locker room, it's like we're gonna represent the New York scene. Chris Barton's another guy. Barton on the tag team scene is undeniable.
Him and Dominic and De Niro, fight or die. Those are my boys. I had to sponsor them at Invictus, so I fucking loved it. It was great. They're just
they cut some of my favorite promos, bro. Their promos.
Go, man. It's just so fun watching a big man that size to fly out the ring.
No, I mean, you don't see that a lot.
No, not at all.
Me and Barton had a little feud at another company called IWA, but it sucks because he wasn't mentally just in the right place during that feud. so we couldn't get like 100% out of him. But I feel like if he was there mentally 100%, that feud me and him had at the beginning of last year would have won feud of the year.
Right.
But he just wasn't in the right place, and it's just if it's not the right time, it's not the right time. But he's a special talent. He's killing it in Canada right now. Superkick loves him. So big shout outs to Chris Barnes. He's doing big.
Well, yeah, he's a lot lately. So he's been doing listening
they
to
love him out there.
city tours on the way over there.
They love
him. Influence are getting into this whole thing like top wrestlers that was like, yo.
It's a mix. So like my favorite, I guess you could say, like what was my John Cena, my Hulk Hogan. It was Bret Hart growing up because that was my guy when I was a kid. I always wanted to be that kid to get those glasses. But he's more of a technician, and that's not really my style. I'm more of a like punch you in the face, knock your teeth out kind of guy. You can hit me 20 times, I'm gonna get up and hit you once, and that's all it takes. So when I first started to like become a wrestler and study, I veered away from Bret, and like Triple H was my zoom in. Like he's a guy, you know, he's just the cerebral assassin, the brawler, the brute. His fight style is rugged and it's very clean. Also, he's somebody I studied heavily. And then in 2002, when he came back to the Garden, I was there. That was one of the moments for me that like led me to go, I want to become a professional wrestler. Because just again, like being a part of the New York culture, being a part of the tape trading and all that stuff, I know what the Garden sounds like when somebody's over. And I never heard anything like what Triple H got that night. Never. And that really stuck with me. It was like, that's what I need to make the crowd feel like. If I can ever make that Garden jump like that one day, I did something special. You know what I'm saying? So Triple H was a huge influence to me. And then the next two I would say is Dusty and Rick. Okay. Dusty and Rick are like, especially the promo stuff. Like I studied their NWA stuff and how to build up a match and carry a feud. Like nobody did that like Dusty and Rick and everything they were doing down there in like 85, 86 NWA. Like nothing. There was nothing like it. So those are guys that I gravitate to. And then my last one, I would probably say Stone Cold. Of course, I have other influences, but Stone Cold merely because I think he's the greatest of all time for the simple fact of the man was in WWE for what, 6 years, 7 years? And look what he did. He broke every record. He broke every record imaginable when it comes to selling out stadiums and when it comes to just overall pay-per-view sales. He was Mike Tyson of pro wrestling during that time. And I want to bring that back to wrestling. That's what I want to bring back. I feel like that's the one thing missing from professional wrestling. Professional wrestling doesn't have Conor McGregor. It doesn't have Floyd Mayweather. It doesn't have Mike Tyson. We had Stone Cold. Doesn't, and no disrespect to Roman. Roman's absolutely killing the game. As much as I want to beat the shit out of Roman, everybody knows my feelings there because he's the guy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in terms of just absolutely selling 2 million pay-per-views, 5 million pay-per-views, no one did it like Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I study him like a hawk. I probably watch his documentary once a month, and just like every like Stone Cold session he puts out, I watch it, I listen to it. It's like a Bible for me. So like Stone Cold's a heavy influence. So those are a couple guys that I really, really got, especially from the higher levels, the WWE levels. But if we're gonna go a little bit lower, Jay Briscoe will always be one of those guys for me. 2016, Best in the World, I think it was Jay Briscoe versus Jay Lethal. That shit was really special to me because it was two guys that are in Ring of Honor, and I was a WWE guy. You know, growing up, we're all WWE people.
Yep.
So to watch people not in a big name company, because Impact almost did it when they got Hogan and RVD and all those guys. There's a lot of buzz, but no one really brought back that WCW feeling or just took over and was a bigger story than anything WWE was doing. And Jay Briscoe, a tag team wrestler with Jay Lethal, who was Black Machismo, they took over the wrestling world, man. Like the House of Truth was special. And Jay Briscoe's title run in 2016, I'll put that shit up against anybody's title run with any company. It was nothing like it, man. There was nothing like it. So, and that kind of really pushed me. That was like the final straw for me in 2015, 16. It was like, I got to do it because it's attainable. It's attainable.
No, for real. Yo, so I was watching one of the other podcasts you did not too long ago, and you know, I'm doing some homework on you, and I overheard that you have these books that you write your ideas in.
Yeah.
So I like to ask people if you could write your own storyline, you know, fantasy booking.
Yeah.
How do you see yourself, like, because you're a WWE guy, how do you see yourself winning your first title?
Oh man, yo, there's only one way for me to win my first WWE championship, and I want to do it in Yankee Stadium.
Ooh.
That's the first. Like I've
I know,
always said,
right?
why don't we do shit in Yankee Stadium? Because the Bronx got that.
Bro.
Right.
Like, and it's just like, well, like growing up, I'm a Puerto Rican kid, New York.
Right.
I'm Puerto Rican and Irish, but like I'm Latino. Like, there's
Yeah.
no Irish in this face.
Like, yeah.
So like,
Your liver
growing
is
up,
Irish.
it was for me as a kid. It was always either be a wrestler or play shortstop for the Yankees. Everybody wanted to be Derek Jeter. You know,
Of course.
Yeah, facts.
I
Yeah.
always wanted to
Right.
smack that wall. So imagine just smacking that captain sign to go win the WWE championship, and just really, I feel like that would really represent New York City. And then I want to do it against whoever's the best at that moment. That's the thing with me. Like, I want to put myself on the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
my goal, bro. Like, legitimately, like, so you guys can get inside my head. And I just started telling people this, but when other people study wrestlers, a lot of guys study RVD, Jeff Hardy, and a lot of guys, Eddie Guerrero, and nothing against those guys. Those guys are heavy influences on me, especially Guerrero. But I study like the top, the tippity top.
Yeah.
The Flairs, the Dusties. But when it comes to who I want to be better than,
Right.
I don't want to be better than Austin, Rock, Triple H, Roman. I want to be better than Vince. I want to have my name synonymous with professional wrestling,
Right.
with WWE, with the logo you think me. Like, that's what I want 20, 30 years from now. And I know I can do it. Just given the platform and the right time and space to do it. But I feel like if you're going to tell this whole story, you got to have it be a guy from New York City. Because New York City made WWE. If it wasn't for the Garden, WWF wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
This is
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
This is
It's
true,
like
yeah.
the history that's here.
Yeah.
The history that's here is insane. So why not have it be a guy from New York City to be the one that does it? It's just, I feel like it'll be a romantic story. It'll be something everybody bites onto and really, really gravitate towards. But whoever's the best at that time in Yankee Stadium for the WWE Championship.
Okay.
Baby.
At a WrestleMania?
Ah, man.
Oof. Can we do it at SummerSlam?
I feel like if it's at WrestleMania, it's very like predictable. It's very predictable what happens there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is known to lose in their hometown.
Right.
So like, it's me in the Garden, or me at Yankee Stadium. It's like, okay, can he? If it's a SummerSlam, you can expect me to lose. There might be that little bit of doubt in you that, like, can he lose? I don't want to have that doubt like Cody and Roman right now.
Yeah.
It's like 98 to 2%. Like, everybody knows Cody's winning.
Yeah.
It's at Mania, but I would rather, even if it's like 75-25, I wouldn't mind it being at a SummerSlam. But man, if I'm gonna write this shit and it's gonna be romantic and it's gonna be my shit, of course it's at WrestleMania. WrestleMania, Yankee Stadium versus whoever the hell is the best.
Okay, but if you could choose, like, let's say, because I've always had the dream, like the daydream, that I'm wrestling Big Show,
right?
And I had my Hulk Hogan Andre the Giant moment. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the Hulk Hogan's the only person I ever wanted to aspire to be. Everyone else I admire, but Hogan is the only one I grew up wanting to be. Yeah. Right? So I wanted that Andre the Giant body slam moment. That's why I always daydreamed the Big Show at Mania. Yeah. Who do you daydream about? Like,
man, there's so many, bro. Well, of course, Triple H is one of those guys. Like, if I ever got to like climb that mountain and just see him there, that would be pretty fucking special. Stone Cold, of course, just because of what he represents. If I could pluck him out of the 90s and put him in whatever year I'm in there, that would be one hell of a story of just two guys beating the shit out of each other all over Yankee Stadium. That would be fucking special. Throw some garlic fries on him, you know? But
them shit slap. Yo.
They slap. The garlic fries hit different. They hit different.
You don't need a whole pack of gum afterwards, but them shit slap.
You gotta put the buffalo sauce with it.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Oh man, you know what you're talking about.
See?
Bro, you know Toe don't like hot sauce. What's wrong with you?
I know. Listen, we get them the non-spicy.
Hey man.
There's actually one guy. There's one guy that I feel like it'd be out of left field, and one of the reasons I would choose him is because of what he represents. He represents WWE. Right. He's like the guy, and I want to be accepted. I want to be accepted in that brotherhood. It's one of the reasons I got into the business, watching like Legends of Wrestling and seeing Brad and JR and all those guys sit around the round table smoking cigars, just talking shit, because they are the business. They are part of that conversation, and they could talk because they shed the blood and the tears for it. But Orton would probably be one of those guys, man.
Okay.
Randy Orton would probably be one of those guys. He's one of the greatest of all time. Orton is a special wrestler, so he would definitely be up there on that list.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: we know that you are very talented in the ring, right? But do you have a hidden talent that nobody knows about outside of the ring? Can you sing?
Nah, hell no, I can't sing.
He plays guitar with his feet.
Are you a chef? We need to know.
Nah, I'm from Manhattanville. I got hands.
You asked a hard question here. You got the Congos ready for us. Like, we need to know what's the hidden talent besides you being an in-ring performer.
Big fat. I'm one hell of a cook. I do most of the cooking in the crib. They'll hope my girl don't hear this. She hardly do any of the cooking. I'm the cook in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I throw down. You know what it is, man? I grew up with my grandmother, my uncle in my house. My uncle did a lot of the cooking, but so did my grandmother. She did it on special days. So like it started for me with the cooking. It always started on like holidays, like Thanksgiving. I wanted to be special. I wanted to have that tradition for my kids.
Right.
You know, I guess that was the Irish in me. But I did grow up with my grandmother, and she would make sure everybody came over to the house, and we make pateles and all that stuff, and put out the big table. One person doing this, one person doing that. Mm-hmm. I wanted that for my kids, so it started out with me just trying to cook a turkey.
Right.
And then after that, it was like, well, damn, I could cook a turkey. Rice was a little hard for me. It took me a couple years to get the rice down right. Mm-hmm. But I got the rice down, and then I started dabbing in curries and barbecues and all this other stuff and butter, salmon, and all this. Like, I can throw down. Okay. My girl always says, we make a lot of money if I have myself a little food truck, because I know how to put shit together real quick, and it's banging. It's banging.
Okay.
So can we possibly see you? Can we possibly see you like on Next Level Chef?
Yeah.
You know what though? If they have like a WWE, AEW, a bunch of wrestlers on there, then I'll be one of those. You know.
I'm just saying you need to listen. Just like you want to represent New York and be that first guy in Yankee Stadium, then we need you to be that first. I want to sit there in my living room when the commercial comes up after the Super Bowl, and I'm like, yo, I know that guy.
He's just yelling up to the top level, I'm a savage! I'm a savage!
Yeah, like that's gonna be your catchphrase. Like every time you win, you got the competition, like, yo, I'm a savage. Like, I'm here.
Yeah, that would be fire, bro. That would be fire. One of my goals, though, once I sign a contract and all that, because I always think about the future. I want to set my family up. I do want to own a restaurant called Abuelitas.
Okay.
Just for my grandmother and some for my kids to grow up. So I don't want them having jobs or anywhere else. I want to have, have them grow up. You want to work, you want to earn, you do it under us and have a family business. So that cooking is a little bit of a passion for me. I always told my wife, if it was another life where wrestling never existed, I probably would have been a chef or went down that lane.
Nice. So we're going to invite him to the barbecue this summer.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I'll bring the penne. I'll do it all, bro. I'm telling you, I got you.
All right, there you go.
Just stay away from the potato salad.
No. Yo, bro, I go to Costco, I get 2 gallons of potato salad, and it was so good. That's all we need.
Terrible.
None of these motherfuckers didn't even touch that shit. I had to eat 2 gallons of potato salad myself, bro.
My guy bought potato salad from White People.
I'm shitting out whole piece of potatoes.
Listen,
Bro.
we had
It had-
established
you
that
didn't even
potato
taste it. It had
salad is
flavor.
out of the
It had
fucking
flavor.
menu.
It had
It was
no
red
flavor.
potato. There was red
Never
potatoes in
buy
that
food
shit.
at the store.
Fuck
Yo,
out
first
of
off,
here.
I was cooking everything else, all right?
You know what? These guys
No
come
one
here.
wanted to bring a potato salad. And I was like, yo, you can't have a Spanish barbecue without potato salad. So fuck it. I'm making the ribs and all other shit. I'll bring the potato salad. Give me the bucket.
Listen, we have established in the
I
last
painted my
two
room with
family
that
events
potato
that we've
salad.
had that we need to just eliminate potato salad from our menu.
From
Facts.
Toe.
All right.
I can make pink potato salad.
See, look, Raquan over here even knows potato salad's bomb. See, he
Not
knows.
not the potato
It
salad that Joe
depends.
brought that night. All right,
It
that's
Oh,
the
depends
potato
damn.
salad
potato
with
salad. Who made it?
nah.
You ever
The
notice-
potato was
listen,
basura.
Shit, there
Yeah.
was red
Oh,
potatoes in that motherfucker.
But here's the thing: you ever notice, like when you go to a black barbecue, you go to a Spanish barbecue or family gathering, right? And there's potato salad there. You look at all the food, you never question anything. The first thing that comes out your mouth is, "Yo, who made the potato salad?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a fact.
yeah.
That's a fact.
And the
Out of
Who
all
made
the
it?
foods that's
Now
there,
who bought it? Who made
Yup.
it?
who made it?
like
You probably take a little bit, like
Yup.
a
Yeah.
spoonful, so you could taste it, and you put one little bite in your mouth. You do the.
Yep.
mm,
No, I'm not
like,
getting
nah,
no more.
but
Yep. That was Toe. Toe brought that shit to the fucking barbecue. We looked at it.
Yo, for
Nah,
3
we
weeks, I asked these dudes, who's bringing the potato salad? Crickets. I tell you. So I said, fuck it. It's here. Let me just take it. You know, you get a little bit. You take a spoonful. Just fucking take it.
You heard that?
Oh.
Fuck it. That fuck it was like, I'm gonna just throw this shit together.
yep.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying.
I know how to basically do this.
We didn't say
Shit.
bring it. We just make
No, but it's no.
Nah.
So
I
in
bought it.
defense
I
of the
bought the
thing,
potato salad. I didn't
You
make
bought
it.
it.
I bought it.
Oh, that's even
Yeah.
worse.
No,
That's even
bro,
worse.
Now you
One,
understand
I
our
was not gonna.
pain.
I was not gonna try to make potato salad in 20 minutes. That was not a problem. Like yo, I made the ribs, the chicken. My brother made the burgers. Show bring the
This
panini.
man made a
You know what I'm
whole
saying?
fucking barbecue
Yo, dude,
for
not for
the
nothing.
whole Bronx and Spanish
Yo,
Harlem
yo,
put together.
Not for
bro.
nothing.
You could have
I bought
fed
so
all of
much
the victims
food.
wrestling
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah, I bought so much food. These guys took shit home and they had shit for a week.
Oh,
That's
good
Puerto
shit,
Ricans
though.
don't know
That's
how to
good.
act.
That's good eating.
I had the chicken I had left over got spoiled. That's how much I bought.
I'm coming to the next one. I'm coming to the next one.
All right,
I'm
cool.
gonna bring these empanadas I make, bro. I stuff
you
them
go.
with my doodles,
Yes, let's fucking
the whole bit,
go.
and cheese and all that, bro. They're gonna be hitting different. They're gonna hit on a different level.
Nice.
So we already got some opponents. You guys have opponents lined up for you. You have the match coming up on the 31st. You have
Steven Cruz has
Invictus
food from
coming
that
up in
potato
April.
from that
Who
barbecue.
else? Like who else do you want to face this year alone? We're not like if you can pick your like opponents and everything like that. Your own fantasy booking, I guess. Yeah, but
Yeah.
who would you really want to face this year, no matter what promotion you are in?
There's a top 3 for me right now. Jacob Fatu is one of those guys.
Okay.
For the past like year or two, a couple people saw us at a couple shows. We always like pass by, and me and him are cool. Like he oofs, you know what I'm saying? Like he a cool dude. We bonded over one sentence. He was like, "Yo, I got like 6 kids, man." I was like, "Yo, I got 4." He was like, "Yo, this shit crazy, right?" And we bonded. It was just a bond, and then we hit each other up a couple shows, always linked up. He's somebody like me and him will go to war, and I feel like it'll just be a masterpiece painting of just like brutal but athletic and just something that would tell a story that no one would forget, man. He's definitely one of those guys. If I'm definitely gonna fantasy book, John Moxley would be one of those guys for me.
You're gonna be bleeding.
Well, he's already bleeding from that match.
He's gonna bleed on his entrance.
Yeah.
But
He just started cutting himself now. He's like, "Oh, PJ Savage
We
want to
heard
fight
his-
me? Let's do
we
this shit
heard-
now." Let's
He heard his name and like a nick tap, and he's like, "Oh, someone must be talking about me." Everybody's ears be ringing. He just gets a brand new cut and starts bleeding. I don't know. Oh, somebody else is talking about me. There we go.
that's it. It just started dripping. Another guy before he hangs it up, because he probably has a couple more years left in him, but Samoa Joe.
Okay.
He's a heavy influence on me also. And I just want, like, if I could go anywhere in the world for a couple years, it'd probably be Japan. And bro, he's like cut from that cloth. He's that style, hard hitting, athletic. Like that's me. It's my style. It's how I wrestle. He's definitely one of those guys. Shane Taylor, I would love to run that back with him just to have a full match. Me and him wrestled last year. But of course, we like fit in storyline and did a whole bunch of other stuff to lead into like a big 8-man main event. It was like the swerve for the crowd. But that I feel like me and Shane would probably tell a really good story just from bell to bell. And if I could go on a big stage of giving the platform, I would pull the best out of Kenny Omega. Like I know him and Vikingo had one hell of a main event, but I would pull Okada Kenny back out. Like I would pull the cleaner back out. I would reach deep down into his soul and just pull whatever it was left of that V trigger and just power him right back up into Street Fighter 5 mode and make him want to go again, bro. Like there's buttons I know I know I could press on Kenny Omega, and he's definitely I know I could probably tear down and make massive waves with Kenny Omega.
Okay. So how do you feel like how do you get the best out of people? You bring them into the deep water and you hope they swim, or
Nah, I study them. I do what other people don't do. I watch tape. I follow you. I look at everything you got going on. Like this Saturday, it's me versus Anthony Gangone for the Titan Championship Heavyweight Championship. Like it's me versus Anthony Gangone, a guy who was at House of Glory, who wrestled all these guys. He's had a couple matches at Titan with the Titan Heavyweight Championship, and not at one time that I heard anybody call him out on his old House of Glory stuff. Not one time. Not one time. I'm sitting there and I'm like, all due respect, the best version of Anthony Gangone was the guy that lined up against Leo Rush, the guy that lined up against Johnny Gargano, the guy that lined up against TJ Perkins, Cody Rhodes. You went against Cody Rhodes, and if you don't bring anything like what you brought versus them, when you walk through a curtain to face me, because I'm cut from that cloth, and you're going to find out, I'm going to crush you. It's going to be easy pickings for me that night. Because there's a different side of you. When I face Bobby Lashley and I'm just this hungry indie guy and I'm trying to make a name for myself, there's a different side of hunger to you. You bring a whole level of passion. You're going to go WrestleMania mode. Your dropkick going to be 10 feet higher because you're just going to bring that passion. And imagine what was going through Anthony Gangone's head. I'm facing Cody Rhodes tonight. Bullet Club himself. Fresh off the WWE, fresh off the list. And I'm facing Cody Rhodes tonight. You know what that must have felt like for him? Do you know the passion and the hunger that man walked through the curtain with? If he don't do that versus me, I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him. And the crowd's going to feel it. And it's not even going to be like a thing where in a UFC fight and the guy gets knocked out in 2 seconds. It's going to be a thing of this guy has it and that guy doesn't anymore. You're going to fucking notice it. That's the shit I bring when I walk through a curtain, because I bring back what you used to be. Whatever was the best mold of you, I'm going to fucking tell you. Like the day I get to face Kenny Omega, that's how I'm going to bring the best out of him. I'm going to stand in front of him. I'm going to cut a promo, one of those passionate AEW promos. But I'm going to just dig deep into his soul, and I'm going to be like, I don't know where the cleaner went. That guy that faced Okada and put New Japan on the goddamn map, where did he go? All of us want to know, where is he? We don't want hurt Kenny Omega. We don't want the Kenny Omega who's running the women's division. We don't want the Kenny Omega who's fighting CM Punk in the locker room. We want the cleaner back. We want the guy that went an hour with Okada 3 goddamn times. I want that guy, because if that guy shows up and I beat the shit out of that guy and I need his teeth down his throat and I pin him to the mat, 1, 2, 3, there's no denying who's the best in this business. That's how I bring the best out of a person. I tap into what's their best. What was their best? And if they're at their best right now, I'm gonna tap into that. I'm gonna bring it out. Like if I'm in front of Ken Broadway, he's at his best right now. I'm gonna tap into right now. But that's how I bring it in. And I got that from studying Bray Wyatt. I want to almost like the Bray Wyatt who's coherent, who knows how to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like Bray Wyatt that you understand. I want to put together those movies, and I want to be able to bring the casual fan back in, but I want you to understand everything I'm doing. And it's very easy because let's say if none of you know Anthony Gangone, but if I start naming Johnny Gargano, you know him. I named Perkins, you know him. I named Cody Rhodes, main event. In my career, I want to be known for the main event. So I know what I'm doing. I'm tallying up so that way the casual fan can go, ooh, that guy faced that guy? I gotta see this. I make you interested. I want to work with the casual fan and get him, drag him in. But also, I'm fucking with the wrestler I'm facing. That's why a lot of guys are afraid to face me because I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna tap into it. You know what I'm saying? Even with Bray when he did that weird ass WrestleMania match with Cena, it was weird as fuck. But Cena in the NWO shirt that was saying, you should have turned heel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you should have turned heel.
There's no subliminals with you.
Yeah, I'm not subliminal. I'm New York. I'm gonna hit you right in your mouth.
Word.
There's no reason to beat around the bush. We just get straight to the fucking point.
Big fucking.
This is how it is. This is how I see it. You don't see it that way? Go fuck yourself.
That's
fuck
it.
you, Mama Webble.
And that's it. That's it. That's how it gets done. Oh shit! You're asking for something you don't want Saturday, brother. With
Raymond, stop kissing ass, Raymond. Raymond, you go sit your ass down. Stop kissing Anthony Gangone's ass. And this is the shit I'm talking about, right? There's a whole, the scene. They like to kiss ass with whoever is considered a pillar. Right. The Dan Math. They love Dan Math. They love calling him the king of New York. Dan Math, I am going to be the king of New York when this shit is all said and done. I am going to be the king of the North, but I'm not going to call myself that. The fans are going to call me that. That's the fucking difference. Anthony Gangone, he's a fucking pillar. He's one of the best guys out here. Win, lose, or draw, you're going to know who's the better man. And half of you already know it, and you just deny me the fucking bookings and you deny me the stage. Why? Because you want your guy to stay golden. This is why I'm not allowed in a lot of companies. They want their guy to be the guy, and they hate when the guy that comes out of nowhere, and it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Holy shit. Damn, this guy's it. Where he come from? I make your guy look like shit. I make your guy look like he can't even fucking stand next to me. That's the shit I bring into the table. And that's your guy? Guess what I'm going to do to him on Saturday? He's just another guy on Savage's list. Guaranteed.
Facts. See that, Ray? Starting shit on my show again. Fucking around, coming here.
Ray's a homer. He's a homer. That's what he is. He's a fucking homer.
Shit. Want to tell Santi that I'm over here breaking K-Fab and shit? I'm gonna get a whole gang of people. We're gonna get the knuckleheads on you, bro.
All of us.
Show. Don't think I forgot about you going through a table show. Don't get up and walk away now.
He left.
Keep it up, my nigga.
Oh my god.
You muted, but you can still.
I said, PJ gonna try to put me through the table?
Yeah.
What I do?
One of us is gonna put you through a table. You know what the fuck you did? You was late.
You got it. Listen.
You was late.
Because you was late.
Yeah.
Hey, if I put you through a table, that means I like you.
Word.
I'll take it, bro.
We had to put you through 2 tables. Shit, now.
Shut up, bitch.
Nah, go do what you gotta do. I didn't realize you was gonna get up and run away and shit.
Nah. I'm right back with it. You see? New York is
on the hold him a little bit longer.
He's like, I was gonna take a shit, but y'all called me out.
I said, what? What I do?
We don't need you to go missing on us in your 7th floor mansion that you got going on over there, bro. You know, you might get lost.
Yeah.
Nah, I was
my man will go get a cup of water, come back on Tuesday, be like, yo, fuck, I fell asleep, my guy. My bad. It's like, what? Shit.
I got the team holding it down, so I'm good today. I could hide.
So, PJ, am I mistaken, or do you run your own promotion? Or are you trying to run your own promotion right now?
So, I am starting my own promotion.
Okay.
It starts this Saturday.
Oh, shit.
I am facing Gangone later that night for Titan Championship Wrestling. But Titan, the people who run Titan gave me an awesome opportunity because they know they've known my history. So at Johnny's, I was head trainer. I did his YouTube show called it was a WW Flash. It was 8 episodes right before the pandemic hit. I was booking, I was doing directive, all that. I was creative. I have a knack for the backstage stuff. IWA, I'm heavy-handed in IWA right now, where I'm heavyweight champion. the YouTube show. I mean, there's a correlation there. And the people at Titan kind of saw it. They saw what was going on. They saw what I brought to the table, and they gave me an opportunity to start my own promotion with them. And I was like, look, we'll put it under the umbrella, but what do you want this to be? And I was like, look, if I'm going to start anything, I kind of want to help out the people behind me, or the people that got left behind, or the people that no one's thinking about right now. And how can I do that? So the promotion I'm starting up is called Chosen Pro Wrestling. Chosen Pro Wrestling is going to be a promotion. I want it to be looked at as like the NXT for the independents.
Okay.
And I know it's very weird or like very broaded, but I want it to be a place where if you see someone on Chosen, you're going to end up seeing him on Invictus. You're going to end up seeing him at Magic or Battle Club or We Are Wrestling or different promotions, where I'm not going to turn anyone away at Chosen. Anyone comes up to me, hey, look, man, I'm not getting the bookings. Now, if superstars hit me up like a Dustin, like or Kylon from up there, Miracle Generation, they go, can we get booked? Nah, get out of here, bro. That motherfuckers already independent tag team. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't putting you on Chosen. Chosen is going to be more for even if that vet that's been around for 10, 20 years that just ain't getting the shine right now. I'll give him a chance. I'll put him on Chosen. Let's see who can see you. And maybe, who knows, maybe Invictus will pick you up. Or that guy like me who was fresh out of Johnny Rods, didn't know how to get started. I was hitting up everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, sending messages, sending emails, doing everything, not getting any words back. Like, I just didn't know what to do or how to do it. I'm going to open up the door for you guys. Come, hit me up. Hit my inbox up. I'll shoot you all the dates. Show up. I'll book you. But this Saturday is a tryout. So it's called the Free For All. The Free For All is going to be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's just a tryout. And I'm picking the whole roster from this tryout. The whole first set roster of Chosen Pro Wrestling is going to be picked from this tryout. And it was crazy because we had it was like capped out at 30 people at the start. I didn't want to do more than 30. And then all of a sudden we hit 45 confirmed like within 3-4 hours. So we had to raise the cap up to 60, and then we raised the cap up again. And then I'm just like, look, nobody's getting turned away. Whoever shows up, and we'll make it work. So we're looking at a really nice turnout tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, on Saturday. But one of the cool things about it is Titan works with this other company called Mofi TV. It's an app. Everybody go download Mofi TV. They have all of Titan Championship Wrestling's catalog on there. You can see everything for free. Mofi TV is going to film a documentary of my journey being basically the promoter and the producer and the runner, and also just being a wrestler and following some standouts from Chosen Pro Wrestling, almost like a Proving Grounds that was on the network. So it's really cool stuff, man. I can't wait to get started. I know I always talk shit. I talk shit about all the stars out here, all the big names like Dan Math. I want to fight Dan Math. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What Dan Math represents to the scene. And everybody used to call him my dad when I first hit the Indies because we look alike and fucking pose the same way. Guys like Anthony Gangone, I've wanted this Anthony Gangone match. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm in front of you and the wrestler, he wants to be the best. And I know that might rub people the wrong way. But shit, I want you to be the best and rub me the wrong way. But what better story would be told? Let's say Chosen Pro Wrestling's a hit. We get one kid that's a standout. A nice big standout. All of a sudden, I'm Titan Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. 6-7 months from now, it's me versus that standout from Chosen, who I handpicked in the main event for the belt. That's a cool fucking story. You know what I'm saying? And it's a way, like, if I'm gonna get buzz, if I'm gonna be looked at as one of the pillars of the scene or the future of it, and this guy's gonna be it soon, I'm going to give everyone a chance, and I'm going to help you get the buzz. I'm going to be that guy that helps out people who should get the help. You know what I'm saying? And people that are doing it the right way and grinding and ain't getting the shots. There's a lot of us out here. There's a lot of us grinding, not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that. And if I can help change the game, that's what I'm going to fucking do. I'm going to change the game.
No, I hate it because, rising tides rises all boats.
Yeah, man. There's a joke out here now. They call me Savage H because I'm the Triple H of the indie scene now. We're like, I'm creating this NXT and doing some things with the younger guys, and shit. Even the older guys just putting some flavor out there. But I'm always the guy. Prince Ahmed's a close friend of mine. Me and him were like really close, and I remember at Gleason's, he used to tell me, you need to stop focusing on everybody else. Focus on PJ Savage. You come in and you train and you focus on everyone but yourself. You don't get none of your shit in. Like, I'll go into train and that, like, the moment we walk in, I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work on this. And then the whole day I won't do it. I'll work on Ahmed stuff. I'll work on Jacob stuff. I'll work on Bougie stuff. I'll work on the guys that I train. I'll work on all their stuff. And it's like, we'll leave that night and Ahmed goes, what the fuck you doing, man? You trying to get signed or not? But I'll never forget what Johnny told me. He told me when he gave me the responsibility of being one of his head trainers, he gave me that look and he's like, I'm not doing this for you to get a big head, and I'm not doing this so you can be a trainer. This is going to be how you learn more. By teaching others or helping others is how you learn in wrestling. So that stuck with me, man. So it was like, if I ever get a chance to open up the door for someone else, I'm going to open up the door. Like, I can't wait to open up the door for my kids and start my royal family and have my kids get into don't have to do this and put in the work that I'm putting in. If they could come in and have a little bit of an easier road, the crowd's going to hate them, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. It's just, it's the nature of the business. I wish I had that road. You know, I wish I was Dominic Mysterio, but I'm not. I'm PJ Savage and I got to work my ass off on the indies, and however long it takes, shit, it might be him. I'll beat at WrestleMania, but it's just a road. You know what I'm saying? Like I said to you earlier, there's no right road. Everybody has their own different roads, man. And it's all about just getting there, putting in the work.
Definitely.
I wonder if you're one of the only wrestlers that actually wants the same for the kids. Usually people like, nah, stay away from this.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, everybody, I think a lot of wrestlers fantasize about having the royal family. Mm-hmm. That's just me, because that's what I think about every goddamn day. Mm-hmm. My youngest son Lucas is 3 years old. I hear him right now. He's yelling Savage in the living room. Like, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? But like, I brainwashed him, of course. Like, I brainwashed the shit out of him. I took my kids to go see Cody when he was in New York in Queens 2 weeks ago. Oh, and I'm sitting there, and Cody. I'm sitting there. We meet Cody, and when we first met Cody for the autograph, because they broke up the autograph and pictures, that was for Lucas. You know, like, because Lucas is a huge fan of Cody. My other son Abel and my daughter Sophia, you know, like, okay. But Lucas was like Cody'd out. He had his Cody chalk line jacket. He had the belt. He had it all. That was for him. But then when we went to go take the picture, the first thing that went through my mind was, yo, when I face Cody, they going to pull up this picture. This is the picture they're going to pull up. Like, that was where my mind was. I was like, yo, this is cool. But the fact that it's me and Cody right now with my son in the middle, this is that story, you know, like, and then I studied his father. I studied Dusty to the T. I cried when Dusty passed away because I feel like I was never going to get the chance to learn from somebody like him. That just made me dive into his books even more. You know what I'm saying? But then the fact that I'm a huge admirer of Cody's dad and my son is an admirer of Cody, like, oh, man, I can't wait to tell that story. I hope I get to tell it on WWE one day. It'd be fucking awesome. But it's a part of the journey, man. I can't fucking wait.
He's gonna use that picture in the promo.
Oh, he definitely. I look like shit in the picture too.
Hey, put it on the title.
My daughter stays cutting promos, but then when she gets on the camera, she's like, "I'm a little shy. I'll wait till I see them in person." She stays cutting ass on toe. She stays cutting ass.
Yo, for real, she be sending me promos of her cutting ass on me.
I love it.
She be sending promos.
The middle
Out
of the
the
day.
blue. Like, she's like, no.
It's just the homework, and she's already cutting promos on it.
You mad because I'm out here in Puerto Rico and you over there in New York, cold, bald, and short. I'm living my life and you're just stuck being short and bald. And I'm going to be taller than you when I'm like 16 and you're just sad.
Not even when she's like 8.
Yo, but even without even cutting the promos, she's so very much into wrestling. She'll watch it with me. I take her to WWE events. I take her to AEW events. I take her to independent wrestling events. When we were at We Are Wrestling just recently, she was handing out everybody candy. JC.
Yeah, she gave the rest of the
Jay
fishies.
Bougie. She was giving away Swedish fish. She was giving
That's
it
awesome.
to Jay Bougie. She was giving it to Mantequilla. She was giving it. She was giving it to everybody.
You know
Big
she has to do
Cuzzo
that
hits
next
up
show
my
too, right?
page and he was like, "Yo, but where's my candy?" I said, "Papi, you never came on that side. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. I don't know
Cuzzo
what you want
big
me to
ass.
tell
I
you."
love Cuzzo.
But she
That's
loved
cool.
it.
This
And
Yeah,
bitch
she has
she's
to do
like,
that now.
and now she's like, "That's it. Every show we go to, we need to buy candy. We got to buy either Swedish fish, M&Ms. We got to buy." I was like, "Well, we got to make sure it's going to be quick because we can't give them hard candy. They got to go back in the ring." She's like,
Word.
Yeah, and
"We'll
it's
look at
crazy
the
'cause
candy."
we're forging that next generation of wrestlers and not even knowing it. They're all gonna be in the business. Watch them, our kids watching us do what we do. I know my son watching everything I do, and your daughter and everybody else that's getting their kids involved. That's why, like, if it was playing football, I'd probably be a little bit more hesitant. I know how violent football could be. I played football. I messed up my knee playing football. It could be tough, but wrestling, you're taught to protect yourself. You're taught how to jump off of crazy shit and fall the right way. You're almost like stuntmen in a sense. So, like, and then I'm gonna train the shit out of my kids. Like, I'm gonna train the living shit out of my kids, man. So, like, I'm definitely gonna get the kids involved. And I'm just selfish. I want that Royal family, bro. I want that Royal family. I got the picture up with Cody real quick too. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
You remember when you had this picture with me? You want my
Yeah,
title?
yeah.
Yo, not for nothing. You said you don't look like shit.
Word.
You look like you ready to fight him.
Bro, that smile on my face. That smile on my face is like I fucking got him. I got him. This is the story.
Like this motherfucker been running for me
picture.
for so long.
This is the picture right here when they showed
Put
up.
your hand on my kid. I'm gonna have to put my hands on you. That's it. I was just holding him. No, you weren't. You squeezed the shit out of his arm. He
Word.
told me when I got home. Fuck
He went
you.
home crying.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Out of Bronx,
That's why I had that smile on my face. Like, I got you, bitch. I got you. I got you. You think you're not gonna wrestle me? I'm gonna take this picture to creative real fast.
Word.
Long term storytelling right there, brother.
Hell yeah.
So funny.
That's right, pro. Storytelling. He
Yeah.
gets tight when we tell him that shit about AEW.
There you go.
Here we go again.
Watch him show up out of nowhere.
He's in the chat. And he
Okay.
says, I
He's
still don't like
back.
Logan Paul. I
Definitely in
don't
the
like that
chat.
motherfucker.
You see, my
He
boy
hates
David.
Logan Paul.
You jump one or two fucking times in the match, that'll make you a goddamn wrestler, all right? Fuck, I could jump too, motherfucker.
Hey, it
Shit.
makes you more of a
I
wrestler.
mean, you can't jump high. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, first off, I don't know how Logan Paul gets the title shot. I've been fucking calling out Roman Reigns for 2 years now, PJ Savage. Because remember, the rules in the WWE is if you call somebody a bitch, you get a title shot. So I call Roman Reigns on this podcast a bitch, and I want my Universal Championship number one contendership match.
You're the number one contender now. Just
I've been the number one contender for 2 years, and he's been ducking me. That's why he don't come to the New York shows.
You can get them to pay attention to you. You just gotta lie about being offered a contract. If you lie about being offered a contract, like that girl that did on the Logan Paul show, lied about being offered a $20 million contract. They'll acknowledge you. Maybe you get that match.
Word. Shit.
Tell
That
them you
probably was
related to
offered.
Danny DeVito. Tell them you related to Danny
Shit,
DeVito.
but they ain't gonna believe that because I'm 7'5".
It's just awesome.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand you.
I probably was offered. Check the
This is
mail.
why we
Somebody
have
check
to
the
give you
mail.
rules when you go out with us. All right.
When he started coming to independent shows, we had to give him rules on what to do and what not to do.
Apparently, I can take off my shirt and jump in the ring.
Ah.
Yo, I was always under the impression that if a wrestler dives out of the ring and lands on you, you get to take them home.
There's no rules.
And they want to talk about we can't.
Oh, I'm coming straight for you next show. Yo, I want to invite all y'all to win next week. Y'all all gotta come. I don't know how the hell y'all can make it out there. Come to win Richfield Park, New Jersey. Come to Wins versus event, and I'm gonna dive straight on your ass that show.
All right, cool. But then you got to push show through a table.
That's fine.
That's fine. Show already like I'm not coming.
He's gonna be like, "Babe, I can't come home tonight." He done. He caught me. I gotta go home with him. He said he don't know how to make potato salad, so I gotta chef it up real quick. I'll see you sometime next week.
Oh, man.
I know I belong to the knucklehead.
Yo, PJ, really quickly, what are some of your favorite wrestling entrance songs?
Oh, that's easy. Bret Hart, that guitar riff right at the beginning was always like one of the best ones. Stone Cold, the glass breaking, The Rock. If you smell, I'm a big proponent of like, I never forget what Bully said. If your music hits and the crowd doesn't react, you're not over. And I always felt like there was a trick to that. Like if you put something that made the crowd feel like they knew who was coming out.
Yeah.
That's how you could relate to the crowd in a way just with your theme song. Like when the glass broke, you knew who was coming. When you heard time to play the game, it was like, oh shit, he's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But then there's other guys that just like you don't know if they're coming out. You don't know if their music's relatable. That's why I added the sirens to me, the whole Purge sirens.
Yeah.
When I first come out with my music hits, you hear the sirens. They ring 5 times. And I want people to go, okay, because at indie shows, you know, first 2 sirens, you might still be looking at your phone. You don't know who the fuck is coming out next. You know, like that's just an indie show. So I'm always thinking about that casual person that might not be there to pay attention. But if you've been there for a couple shows or you hear the sirens, you're going to look up and be like, who's coming right now? But if you do know me and you're familiar with my work, when you hear the sirens, it's like, oh shit, PJ's coming. Oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I added the sirens to my look. And I always took the theme songs that always started with that whole like something at the beginning, whether it's Bret Hart's, Stone Cold's, The Rock's, like somebody that had that riff right at the beginning of the song. It's always dope.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
With
You didn't know?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Your
You
ass
gonna pop
better
some
go.
snake artists. You gonna pop. You
Yep.
gonna pop, bro. I'm telling you, it's just different. It's funny you brought that up. When I took my son to go see Cody, Billy Gunn was downstairs. He was in the regular area where everybody was at. And my son's very familiar because I study a lot of old Attitude Era stuff. So my son sees him, 3-year-old. He sees him. He goes, Daddy, that's the DX guy? I'm like, yeah, that's the DX guy. And Billy Gunn peeps it. Billy Gunn goes, hey, kid, you know, come shake my hand. Come. And my son goes, can I go? I go, yeah. My son, no lie, bro. And I have witnesses. He goes to Billy Gunn. He stops like 2 feet in front of him and goes, I got 2 words for you, suck it. And walks away. And he walks away. He doesn't even shake Billy's hand. He just walks away. Like, that's it. Complete. Complete.
That's
I'm
it.
good. I said, suck it to the DX guy.
Yep.
That's how you shake Billy Gunn's hand.
It's different, bro. Little 3-year-old running around saying suck it. It's just different, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure Billy Gunn was like, who the fuck told this kid to do this?
He made that face. He was like, did that just happen? I'm like, my fault, Billy. He's just crazy.
Word.
He loves me. Keep walking.
Bad.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was gonna do that.
Yep.
Yo, that's crazy.
You know, but talking about music though, like Pro mentioned a little bit of it, but like all those women now, they change their songs so many times during the Rumble. I was like, who the fuck is this?
Hey, bro, that's the thing. Like, you just don't know who's coming out.
Yeah, and that's bad.
Yeah, you just don't know who's coming out. You can't react. Like, you just can't react. Like, there's so many guys out there right now that are on TV that are doing something special. Like half those AEW guys. You hit their music at an indie show, no one knows who's coming out. They just don't. They just don't. Even like with Daniel Bryan's song, like, yeah, it starts with but that's like the only one. That is literally the only one. And it's like, think about it. If you're a casual fan, and I know AEW has a lot of their guys.
Hello.
Oh, she put the suit jacket on.
Yep. She's the general manager of the Knuckleheads right now.
GM just came out. I just got nervous.
Word.
Y'all doing our jobs properly?
Fix your collar, show. Look, representative.
Oh!
What did she just say?
Yo, did she just give me the finger?
Come back.
I think so. I think so.
The finger since Darius Carter.
Oh, yo, she be beating the shit out of me in these shows, bro.
F you, Toe.
There you go.
Wow.
Fuck you, Mama
At
Webber.
10 o'clock, at 10:18 at night, you gonna sit here and say F me?
Get your ass to bed.
That's right. You should be. It's right.
It's a
That F
wrestling
better stand for
podcast,
favorite.
not a wrestling show.
She don't forgot her
Not
mama.
Word.
a wrestling show.
She let you do
Don't get
one
me in
thing.
trouble.
Word. Say one curse. Fuck you, mama. Huevo, pija, pendejo.
You have too fun, y'all. This is bad influence, y'all.
Word.
I approve.
I approve. That was sad.
Word.
I also approve that I have to be mom
Shit.
at the same time, y'all. Come on.
That,
Like, yeah,
that F better stand for favorite.
Word.
you know damn well it don't. You know damn well it don't. God damn it.
Shit. Shit.
We love you, Gigi.
Oh,
Yeah.
background.
See what I mean? During the show, I bought her one of Mad Awesome chancletas. After the show, she chased me down the whole goddamn thing, whooping my ass with it.
Yep.
I'm over here trying to talk to Simon Miller. She whooping my ass. I'm like, yo, I had to hide behind Big Cuz. I'm like, yo, my man, help me out, bro. He's like, nah, you good? You good? I was like, damn.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. That's fucking awesome.
She would have made it to your show, but it was probably a brewery. I don't know if it was right for the kids. We usually
Yeah,
bring
nah,
the
I was
kids.
gonna take my kids to my show, to that brewery show, but
Yeah.
they didn't end up going because it was just like, it's just not the right environment for the kids.
Nah.
Yeah, it was small.
It was really small at that too. It was really,
Yeah.
and then the promoter told me it's gonna be really cramped. And I was like, nah, I don't want to bring all my kids to that. Like my kids are going next week to Richfield,
Okay.
and then they're going April 28th to the next Invictus show. So I was like, they
Okay.
got shows lined up. They could go. There's a lot of my shows that are just way too far. Like there's times I wrestled. One time I wrestled Rio Grande, Jersey. Like I didn't even know there was a Rio Grande, Jersey. That shit was 4 hours away from me, and I'm in Spanish Harlem. Like I was like, man, I didn't even know Jersey was 4 hours away.
Yeah,
Like,
word.
shit. Like there's parts of Jersey that's that deep.
I know.
Like I know if this weekend I'm doing the Chosen and the Titan Championship Wrestling, but that's 3 hours away from me here. That's in Bayville, New Jersey. It's a 2.5 hour drive with no traffic. Like,
Yeah, that's show makes that drive every day.
Word, that might be my house.
where it's in Bayville. You should come out.
I gotta look it up. I live in the middle of nowhere, so it's in the middle of everything. 2 hours. from
Word.
everything.
He makes that drive every day, going and coming, because he work in the city, but he live out there.
God damn, how you
2
doing
hours,
it, bro?
2
All
hours
for a
from
parking spot.
2 hours from fucking. That is true. It takes me 2 hours to look for parking, so I might as well drive it to my own house.
The word.
I get it. That's comfort. That's comfort. You get to come home to
Yeah.
that parking
Yeah.
spot.
You come outside, they sitting in your car having a fucking drink, chilling. I'm like, get off my car! Like, that took me 3 hours to find a spot for you to sit on. Damn.
Been in any GCW shows? Nah, I haven't, man. I've talked to a couple people over there. I know I'm on their radar. I think it's just a matter of time right now. I really can't wait to just. There's a couple guys over there I really want to work. AJ Gray being one of them. He's probably like the guy I really want to work at GCW.
Yeah.
He's somebody that like I vibed with, hung out with him a couple times, and he's just a dude that just want to fight. He's one of those guys. GCW, that's a niche audience, man. I know Masha's over there killing it right now. So GCW would definitely be on the list, man. I can't wait to just work everywhere. I want to work everywhere and just become the guy everywhere I go.
Have you worked outside of the States yet?
Outside of the States, no. I haven't done any international bookings yet. I came close with going to Mexico. I was actually going to end up at CMLL for a couple shows, and it just didn't pan out. There was a fallout between them and Johnny, who was at my trainer at the time.
Yeah.
And if there was a fallout with him and they did hit me up going, you still want to do it? And then I was just like, nah, I can't just, I was drinking that Kool-Aid, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, I hear you.
And then, like, when you learn from somebody like Johnny, who's like a master teacher, bro, like he really reminds you of Mr. Miyagi. Like you sit down with him, he could talk your ear off for 3 hours, but like that's the shit I love. Like hearing about the wrestling business, learning, sitting at that table and being welcomed. So like listening to him was just, I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I wasn't going anywhere, but Mexico was definitely really, really close at one point. And this is oh man, I guess I could say here, man, Japan's almost done. So
Nice.
it's almost done. It's almost we couple months away, and a couple things that need to fall into the right place. So if that all goes through, Japan get some Savage this year.
You know any Japanese?
Hell no. I'm coming out there with straight New York accent. I don't give a fuck if I don't know the language.
You just gonna mumble some shit. Sound
Yeah,
mad
hell yeah.
samurai.
Whoever I'm working, a punch.
Word.
Or you ever heard of hands?
Punch, kick. My moves, I just hit you, bro. Like, I don't even need the language.
Word.
Now you know what I'm saying.
I ain't no technical Zack Sabre. I'm just gonna fuck you up. Like, that's me.
They just need to understand. Get over here. That's it.
That's why I'll fit so well over there. That fighting spirit, like we just gonna stand in the middle, and punch the shit out of each other, knock each other's head off. Like that's just my fighting style. I'm made for Japan, bro.
That's it. Shit.
Oh, coming back, learning Japanese.
You're on another level if you go to Japan. You're on another
Yeah.
level. Like even with Masha, I know we're talking a lot about her, but she's one of those. She kind of showed people the way. She went to Japan. Like even before she went to Japan, she was making some noise. But when she went to Japan, they got stuck over there for the pandemic. She got stuck over there and was wrestling. Like how fucking lucky can you be? You're stuck in a Japan dojo just training and wrestling. Like shit, your stay was probably a month to 2 months. You've been there for a year.
Ooh.
She got lucky with that one, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
just when you come back from just being in Japan, the promoters will look at you different. A GCW would definitely take a shot on me then. Like, oh, you just came from Japan? I don't even know. You need to know your name. Come on, you book, bro. Like, it's just you add a different element to your name when you get that international booking, especially Japan.
Because of the culture of wrestling over there, right?
Yeah, you gotta be cut from a cloth that's like you're a tough son of a bitch if you went through that. And you could go through some shit. If you went to Japan and was successful to some degree. Now, if you went to Japan and stunk up the bed and fucking didn't get through any matches, you ain't gonna be shit when you come back home. It ain't gonna be nothing. You gotta go to Japan and kill it. Like I could book myself a flight to Japan and come back, be like, yo, I wrestled, bro. Take a couple pictures in front of the Tokyo Dome, you know, like
with some knee pads and shit.
yeah, bro.
It
Wrist
was me.
tape on, like I did it, fellas. Like nah, you can't do, you gotta do some shit out there. But there's a lot of stuff going on, man, and I can't wait for it to pop off and just to be that guy that's next and to just make it official and put the stamp on it.
Nice. Yo, just like my boy said, he already said that you like a real one in here, Leon, when you first came in. I know he came in here you talk, and to hear that passion coming from you, it's you can't fake that.
No.
You know, and what you mentioned earlier in the beginning of the show of wanting to represent New York in wrestling and having that passion. Like a lot of people, when they hear that you watch wrestling or you're a wrestler, they do but isn't that fake? They don't realize how important wrestling is to us.
Yeah, no. They don't realize how life-changing that shit is.
Yeah. Whether you do it or you just watch it and shit.
Yeah.
And to get that out there is very important also. And that just hearing you talk, it's like one of those things like, okay, I'm comfortable with wrestling in your hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that means a lot because I want to make sure, like, I know the big companies like WWE and AEW, even more specifically like WWE, they want to make sure WWE is here 20 years from now. They want to make sure the company's still standing 50 years from now. They want to keep continuously being the weekly show 10, 20 years from now. And I want to have a heavy hand in that. So you saying like you feel comfortable with wrestling being in my hands in the future, that's legit what I want. I want to be able to carry wrestling forward. I want to take it to another level. I never forget what Cena said. And I feel like every wrestler should think like this. Like Cena said he was thinking on a whole nother level when he was learning Mandarin, when he was trying to learn Chinese because WWE wasn't in China. And that's the type of shit I'm going to bring to the table when I get there. When my feet are wet and I'm good and I'm starting my little, I can flow and bring ideas to the table. I'm going to bring crazy fucking ideas to the table just to broaden the WWE spectrum, to get it in front of people. Where is WWE not airing at? okay, how do we do that? Look at UFC right now. UFC is very amazing with their branding. Like they're going into London, but they're taking the London Star. They're going into Mexico and they're taking all the champions they got. They're trying to do UFC Africa and they want to take Usman and all these guys that they have, the African Kings, over to Africa and do a show out there. That's branding on a whole nother level. Why not like do something like that with the WWE? You know, I mean, there was at one point where Triple H was doing like the Performance Center. He was going to do NXT Japan, the NXT UK. Like there was a lot of times where that was going to happen, so he could get the future from those countries to protect the future of WWE. But I want to do it more on having a main event in South Africa, in the biggest Rumble in the Jungle. Ali Foreman, you get to talk about Ali Foreman, and then you get to put PJ Savage versus whoever he's facing next to that, creating history, broadening the horizons. You know, I know WWE's huge in India, but they, you know, like, why not run something out there that's big for them? Why not run a SummerSlam out there? I know it'd be tough taking SummerSlam away from the States, but why not take a SummerSlam to India? You know how crazy it'd be? It'd be insane. It'd be insane, and then it's almost like the Kobe effect. Like, look how big Kobe was in Japan and in China. Kobe was fucking huge in China. Like, Kobe was the guy. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I want to be the guy when I get off the plane in China. Everybody's going fucking crazy. That's the WWE guy. That's the WWE guy. That's PJ Savage or AEW, whatever fucking company I'm representing. I want to put it on my back and take it to new heights. Like, that's the shit I want to bring to the table. So, like, yeah, man, like you saying like me representing the future of it, that means a lot to me, bro. And I'm just real, bro. Like I never forget what Stone Cold said. The whole shit where he was like, Stone Cold, when he became successful, was just me with the volume turned up. And I took that in right from the beginning. And it was like, okay, how can I just be me? How can I just be me? Yeah, of course, me with the volume turned up, but how can I just be me? And should I have talked to my wife where she's like, you need to calm down because you're the same person. And it's like, you know, I don't want you to get too crazy or too get sick because you're always on. And I'm just like, it's just me. It's just me. Like, don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm good. PJ Savage is going to be PJ Savage. The father, the man, the wrestler is all the same person. I bleed real. And that's the only way you're going to connect with a New York crowd. Yeah. It's the only way. The only way you're going to connect with a New York crowd. You can't fucking come in and be in a gimmick. New York don't fuck with the gimmick. If we see right through it. If you know I'm PJ Savage in the streets and then I'm PJ Suave in WWE main event, there's no way I'm getting over. I'll fucking try though. But like, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? Because you know who I am. You know I ain't no Suave dude. You know I ain't walking around with a rose in my mouth. But I guarantee you I'll Hunter Hearst Helmsley that shit. I'll turn that into me somehow. Like,
make her walk around with a Jerry curl and shit. Like,
what? Oh man. Got me fucked up.
Yo, bro, if I could grow one, I would. I ain't even gonna lie.
Somebody got photoshopping with one Jerry curl.
The bull head and the Razor Ramon.
Yo, I ain't too far back. My shit type that look like Zangief right now. If it wasn't for this, bro. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be there right now. I'll probably be cutting this shit go to the barber.
Only I could get the same gift. I've been dying for
word. That's what I'm missing. I got the Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that shit way back now. You see that shit?
Word. Yeah.
That shit way back.
That shit is non-existent.
Now you want to come out.
Word. See now this comment right here from Pro. I don't know why it's not popping up because we all know it's bullshit. This is how you get banned. Can someone ban Pro for like at least 20 minutes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that long ass intro. I heard you hit Johnson.
Yeah, you know, it's like shit, man. You gonna come over here with this bullshit.
Or how dare you?
Shut your damn mouth.
All right, Kenny, that's your signal that you gotta go. All right, peace.
Kenny, good night.
I kicked you off my fucking show too.
Wow.
Shit.
Got it from the PJ side. You think we give a
right?
fuck?
I'm real too, Kenny.
I don't gotta take this shit. You know, I could just dip off.
You know something?
Listen,
you don't have to
we'll
take
get
this
Riley
shit.
on him. Don't worry about it.
I'm getting her daughter fucking cursing me out. I got people in the comments bullshitting. Now you showing me blasphemy. Blasphemy, you
Stupid idiot.
You deserve it.
in front of our guests. In front of our guests, you do this to me.
You do it to yourself.
Shit, you know what it is? I don't do it to myself. You know, his pro's just mad that Goldberg's a better wrestler than Cena. That's what it is.
Oh,
He
shit.
comes in here. He comes in here and he knows that. You want to talk about music?
That's crazy.
You want to talk about music? Shit.
He's out.
Fuck around. Fuck around, Kenny. Fuck around. Fuck around.
Don't leave me.
Man, it took him months to do what Cena did in years. And he didn't even like wrestling back then. How you fucking feel about that? Shit, you mad because I could pop the pecs up 7'4", sexy as a motherfucker, 250-pound bag of sexy Kenny? You know, bullshit in front of the guests.
Hit him with the rock pecs.
I would, but I got a black shirt and it's hard to see this shit.
Hot dog sideways.
I gotta put tape over my nipples to take my shirt off. What's up, little show?
Not for nothing.
Oh, my man came out of nowhere again.
So you might appreciate this. Cena's the reason I stopped watching wrestling.
Thank you.
Cena was the reason I stopped watching.
You know what? I'm done.
It was all my favorites left, man. Rock left, Austin left, Triple H was just Triple H cut the beard off. I was done. I was like, nah.
We all hated Cena at one point. We all hated Cena. Okay.
CM Punk got me back into it though. When he came out and raised the belt a little bit higher than Cena, I was like, oh shit, yeah, fuck Cena, bro. Like,
Word.
There was a moment where everybody was like, man, fuck Cena. Cena felt like he was like they were jabbing him down our throats, you know, not some wild shit or whatever, but you know, but they tried to do the same thing with Roman before Roman decided to become the tribal chief. They try to shove Roman down our throats, and we were like, nah, we don't like this Roman. We like Shield Roman. Roman with blue eyes out of nowhere, like he just came out of a fucking episode of Game of Thrones. That's not the Roman we want. The fact that he was able to find himself as the tribal chief, he you know, in his what was it? What the fuck did he say? That fucking the succotash bullshit. That shit fucking
the Cena promo. That was the Cena promo. Yeah, that was prime. Like I'm turning off the TV, Roman.
Yeah,
that was bad. Yeah. That was bad. But with Roman, I feel like he just needed to be him. He had to find his groove.
Yeah,
Paul Heyman, I think, really helped him find that groove.
Agree.
I think what really helped Cena become what he is today was the Rock feud. Like that Rock feud, it made me respect Cena. Fruity Pebbles and all that, because then Cena really started the show. He had a promo game, because there was a couple times that he would stand toe to toe with Rock and go on the promos. It'd be kind of funny. He was getting killed by Rock, but it was like he was showing a different side of himself. And then that was a 2-year build. It took a 2-year solid build for me to go, all right, he can hit 16. He just better not like get 17. Like that. Yeah. That's where I was. But Cena, you got to respect him, especially from the wrestler side of it. Everything he does is everything I want to do. Change the game, fucking take it to new places and new heights. And he's fucking amazing as Peacemaker. Like, I love him as Peacemaker. I don't know if y'all watching that show.
Yeah, we watch. Yeah,
he's fire as Peacemaker, bro.
I'm excited that he might not be Peacemaker no more after James Gunn changes the shit. That's right, Kenny. I fucking said it.
Wow.
He turned his back on us. This motherfucker came in here rapping with the New York Yankee jersey on, and the minute he got a movie deal, the motherfucker turned Poindexter and Boston on us.
With the ball spot, too.
Yeah, like
that ball spot is
quick. He changed everything that was about him. I've never seen somebody fucking swagger jack us so hard, in the minute he made us, he dropped us.
He did everything he said The Rock did. He did everything he said The Rock.
Yeah, everything. That hypocrite.
He was apologizing.
Apologizing what?
I'm sorry.
These nuts.
He elevated himself.
The new game is fire though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that shit fire.
You get to beat up Cena every day.
Beat up John Cena. I love AJ Styles for that.
Word.
Beat up John Cena. Like, I love that shit, man.
That was so good. AJ Styles is so fucking amazing. Like,
he is.
Oh, yeah.
In all honesty, he needs a title. and he needs like I don't want Cody to overthrow the tribal chief, but we've already read rumors that he's going to take an extensive long vacation, and good for Roman for doing so. I mean, I think it's long overdue.
I'm gonna put this out there, and this is me becoming a Mark fan again and really Mark booking, right? There's nothing but I feel like Randy Orton's gonna be the guy that faces Cody in his first feud. We're hearing Randy Orton's coming back the first week, that Mania Monday. But if we're gonna really fantasy book this shit, the person that should challenge Cody first should be Jay White, and he should go over with AJ Styles and Finn Balor and forming a Bullet Club kind of thing. That would be fucking fire, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Putting that
not
out
for
there.
nothing. That would be because you have the Bullet Club.
And
Bro,
you have
imagine
Gallows, you have
AJ,
the Gallows
AJ
and
Finn,
Anderson.
Jay White, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson.
that would be
All
so
five
dope.
those 5 members.
Yeah,
That'd be fire, bro. And then if Kenny ends up coming, that'd be insane. You got the Bullet
Word.
Club in
And it-
WWE.
and if all of them beat the shit out of Dominic,
Oh.
even better, even better.
You and Dominic, man.
Yo,
Leave
Yo,
Dom
that
alone.
The teardrop on
Yeah.
Monday, bro. That
My-
shit was funny as hell.
That shit
My
was
man-
like all smeared after a while. Like, my man, don't do it. What are you doing? Get
My
the
I
man
fuck
fuck
spent
with
away.
5
Prison
minutes in the
Dom,
cop.
bro. I fuck with Prison Dom, man.
He spent 5 minutes in the cop car. Now this motherfucker hood.
My son, my 3-year-old son runs around the house going, Mommy, I don't want to go to jail, Mommy.
See?
That's a lot better
Now
than
that's
what
teaching the
happened.
kids some good valued lessons. Don't go to jail because you get a
Shit.
teardrop and you
Exactly.
learn about shit. His snitches get stitches. I had to
I
jump
would-
on for that again.
I would like to see him embody more Conan because I feel like he was doing it, but I feel
Yeah.
like he stepped back from it. Maybe Conan hit him up like, yo, nephew, you can't be doing all my shit.
My shit.
Word.
But I liked him going that Conan route. That one vignette where he had all the white behind him, he had the Conan get up on.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was funny, bro.
My guy turned from Dominic De Niro to straight Cholo De Niro. That's what he came out as. I said he's Cholo. He was never Cholo before, but he came
Nah.
out after coming out of jail.
Hey.
A fucking Cholo, like, yo, I got this
Ain't
with
that
the
funny?
whole everything.
He his first white girl, my man turned straight Mexican. That's crazy.
Rhea do that to you, bro.
Hey, yo, I mean, shit.
Can you blame him?
Let Rhea come over to me. You get a couple of orale vato.
Nah, and they calling her mommy was fire. Like that was
Yeah.
dope.
That was
I
good.
just like-
That was a really good move by them.
He gotta learn a little bit how to say it though, because
I
my
think-
man, mommy. It's like, all right,
You gotta admit though, like Dom took Rhea to another level.
They would
Yeah.
never admit.
I feel,
I've been saying
no,
that
No.
from day one.
no.
No,
I think this
because
is
you know
what-
why?
here we
Because
go.
if it wasn't
Rhea-
for Dominic to say, "Oh, we're running that whole Eddie Guerrero, I'm your papi, I'm your mommy" shit. We're kind of running that back in some sort of way. If it wasn't for Dominic to be there, we wouldn't have Rhea Ripley as mommy right now.
Yeah, that's true.
But listen, it's the Judgment Day with Finn Balor that gave her the opportunity, and she ran with it and made Dominic better than what he is. Because remember, she's the one who started with the "I'm your daddy"
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Dominic when they were trying to bring him over. And then he just started calling her mommy because they were like, yo, that's kind of homo. You keep calling somebody your daddy. You know what I'm saying? So they changed it to mommy and shit. And then I think Rhea really opened it up and made Damian Priest and Dominic better.
I feel like
Because
Damien
he turned-
kind of took a step back. I feel
No,
like
well,
Damien's
I agree.
lost his step.
Yeah,
Word.
yes, but it's better than him just standing there playing Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Because that's what his character was before
Yeah.
the Judgment
Now
Day.
he just
I
standing.
like
They
North
Judgment
American
Day.
champion Damien. When he
Yeah.
was in the hot tub with some bitches,
Yeah, no,
and
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
spraying off
And
like
he
he's
did,
Blade or
yeah.
some shit, like he's some
Yeah.
weird ass vampire. I was fucking with that Damien.
Me too.
Word.
Puerto
They
Rican pack.
changed the
Damn.
Judgment Day from the Brood to like a fucking almost cheap ass NWO because now you can see Finn Balor trying to be like Scott Hall and
But I
Damien's Kevin
also
Nash.
think if Dominic's not there, Judgment Day fails.
Me too.
Because he added that comedic standpoint that made Judgment Day kind of funny. It made them entertaining to be on the screen.
But
Wanna watch.
did he add it, or are they making fun of Dominic?
Nah, he added that. He added that Judgment.
Because not for nothing, he's the worst one out of all of them in that gimmick.
Hey.
Because Finn turned around and said, "Oh, we
He's the
gangsters
fucking
now,"
rookie.
and he put the Tupac shit on. He put this swag on. Damian Priest was like, "Oh, I get to be a little Spanish. I, yo, what's good? What's good? I'm from New York. No, I can't say that. That's too much. All right, I'll tone it back. Can I put the flag on my pants again? Yeah,
No.
but black and white though. All right. Ooh.
My
And
man
we
was like, not unless you coming out with Bad Bunny.
word. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Oh, man. Yo, just by any chance, what are you guys doing WrestleMania Night 2?
Shit. Other than watching WrestleMania, I have no idea.
So there might be a chance, and y'all all been to the Bronx Brewery.
Yeah.
There's a location in Manhattan. There might be a chance. It's not 100% official. It's about. I'm getting the messages right now. I might be the host of their WrestleMania party.
Okay.
Shit.
At the Bronx Brewery in the Manhattan location. So if y'all want to come through, I think it'll be a crazy fucking movie with Savage there just going nuts. It'll be different.
Alright.
Not
But
the
once
Bronx
that's
Brewery in
official,
the
I'll let
Bronx,
y'all
right?
know. I'll let
Okay.
y'all know once it's official.
Yeah, not the one in the Bronx.
Okay.
Nah,
the one in
Manhattan, guys.
Yeah.
A little tight in the Bronx. In the Bronx Brewery. But I like the fact that it was a different type of scenery than what we have all been part of, witnessed, whether it's a WWE event, AEW event, we are wrestling, or even Battle Club Pro. Like it's just something different. To actually a ring literally in the brewery where they make the beers. Like it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
This is legit the backstage brawl that we all have seen in every WWE game except without the beers.
I felt like I was in Def Jam New York. That's what I felt like I was
Yeah.
It was like we were watching
Def Jam.
kickboxing.
So we got kicked out. They broke the whole fucking brewery machine.
My man said, "I'm the number one."
Fucking Nikolai White almost broke the whole shit that we was in the locker room going, that motherfucker lost the venue. God, yeah, son of a bitch.
You know we gotta make beers here tomorrow, fam.
Yo, my man Alex turned red. He was like,
Yo, the best part about all that shit was we upstairs in the locker room and the owner from Invictus, Alex, is upstairs and we all talking. And he's like, I think that was a $5,000 machine. And the owner of the brewery, the head brewer comes up. He's like, that was a $250,000 machine.
"Oh shit!"
The promoter went from white to holy shit. He don't got no color in his face.
My man turned into a ghost.
Bro, piece of paper. He was paper thin, bro. That shit was crazy, man.
He kept walking around, and every time somebody would just like tap it, he was like, "Oh my god, why are you guys next to the machine?" I was just like, "Why didn't you tell them not to wrestle?"
I mean, they didn't have a choice.
The best part was at the end of the night. I don't really go out during intermission if my match is later on or if I'm making another appearance. Kevin Sullivan taught me that. He was like, if you're making appearances or you're on the second half of the show, you don't do intermission. I don't care how many t-shirts you want to sell, you make yourself an attraction. So I usually make it a note at the end of the night to come out and say hi to the fans and everybody who came to see tickets as they leaving. I'll take pictures with them. I went out this show at the brewery, and a couple of the fans started smacking the beer machine. Yo, Savage is here. And the promoters was looking at me like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, bro, you see you done fucked everything up. I gotta go back upstairs. You got me in trouble now. I just tried to come out and be nice to motherfuckers. The shit I gotta do with, bro. But it was crazy. It was a movie that night. It was a movie.
It was
Yo, word. And,
now. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead. Did they break the machine?
The machine broken?
No. It was fixable. It was fixable.
All right. Because I'd have been on something. It's a $250,000 machine. I'll give you $250.
Now we
do
coming
what you
back.
can with
You
it.
would not be hearing me hosting any of their WrestleMania parties if we broke that machine.
No, that would have been it.
Yeah, that would have been it. That would have been over.
You would have got a nice note saying, "Don't ever
come."
come fucking back here." I don't give a shit how much you like the empanadas. Don't come back here.
Yep.
Don't cross the street when you pass. don't
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 collect
look us
two
up on.
punch.
Don't buy our beer
Yeah.
at the store either.
Don't post no pictures in this motherfucker.
We no longer care. We don't even sell beer no more.
I think we're going back to the brewery in the summer. The same location in the Bronx where it's going to be outside.
Yeah, you guys get
Okay.
the yard this time. Yeah,
In the yard. If you go back and look at the first show, we did there was a no ring show and we did it in the yard. I threw somebody in a porta potty. It was crazy. It was crazy. That's why we did the second event, because it was like, yo, we had such a great time, but let's fucking bring a ring this time.
Yeah.
But then like we brought the ring and then the commission was there. So originally I was supposed to jump off the stairs.
Ooh.
Like that's my shit. Like I jump off of things. If you ever go to my shows, I'm always finding something to jump off of. I'll jump off the porta potty, the stage, something. So everybody knew I was eyeing the stairs. And then the owner from the brewery was like, the commission's here. I don't know if you can do it. And then the promoter was like, can't jump off the stage,
Oh, he was
the
thinking
stairs. I was like, God damn, bro. So they were super strict with everything. And then I couldn't do no dives. I couldn't do shit, bro. I was like, fuck it, bro. I just got to at least pull out some duct tape, rip off this dude's hair. Like, that's all.
Word. You should have told us. We would have let you show. You could have jumped off a show.
Word. Stand on my shoulders. I got you.
No, man, listen. I got this from Jay Bougie's match. I would have lent this to
You know
you,
what's
bro.
crazy?
Like,
Yo,
you
word.
That was the
Gigi,
fucking
you want to hear something?
evidence.
You know what's crazy? We have your tape.
No, you got the duct tape?
Krill
Yeah.
took the tape.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
He was
That's
like, oh, I
true.
need this.
So we from the
I
Bronx.
just remember that
Yes.
right now when he said, "Yo, I came out with the duct tape." I was like, "Oh shit, we have that duct tape." Chris took it.
We took that. We
Yeah.
put your signature on
Chris
that.
was like, "Yo, this is brand new fucking duct tape." Man, I'm taking this shit.
Yeah, he's like, I need this.
The
And
Bronx.
those Legos.
Yeah, we got the Legos
We
too.
took
You know what?
Legos.
They would have fucked around and left that Xbox somewhere. I'd have been playing
It would've
Xbox
been
360.
over.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Word.
We would have fixed it. It would have been all right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We took beer caps. We
Quick side note, shout out to Big Game Leroy. We heard that you
Yes.
tore your ACL. We hope that you get better
Yep.
soon. We want to see you back in the ring, friend. Here's to you.
Word.
Big shout out to Big Game, man. Hope you recover quick, man.
Word.
Back so I can beat your ass, Big Game.
Yeah.
You tore it in that match.
Yeah, against Big
Yeah,
Mom.
against Big
Yeah,
Mom.
Big Game,
And we
yeah.
are wrestling. So he definitely flew on the top rope and just did a. He just flew and Moth caught him, and then Moth killed him, and then that was it. I was like, damn. We had it. We
Yeah.
were holding his Nintendo Switch for him too. The kid was. She was like, I'm playing a video game.
Yo,
I was like, it's
enough
all right.
of that.
Just go for it.
You know, not for nothing. I grew up loving wrestling. All these kids are getting everything, bro. We in that Invictus show, me and Kenny went and we did trivia with the little kid, and he won a Ultimate Elite Edition Undertaker from us. And then he's getting, autographs. The girls are kissing him and all this other stuff. I'm sitting there like, hold on, wait a minute. I've been a lifelong wrestling fan. How come none of these girls are jumping on me? You know what I'm saying? Like, dive on me. I get to take you home.
You know why?
Dollar menu
Because,
all day.
although you have the size of a child, right? Your height
Listen.
and all, it's the facial hair that throws them off, and it's like, no, that is
Hey,
not a
listen.
child. That is a
They think I'm
full-grown
cute.
midget.
This
And then,
facial hair lets me know I'm cute.
You are a full-grown midget. It's okay. We
First
are here
off,
for you.
they are called little people, all right? And I'm 7'3",
Stop.
250-pound bag
Stop the lies.
sexy, all right?
You know you were one of the original lollipop kids from the Wizard of Oz. Stop your
Listen.
shit.
Yo, first off, they use real people and they shrunk us down with CGI, all right?
Here.
My man's opponent in Bloom stood next to me when he left, and he's like, "Yo, I feel like a normal human being next to you." I said, "You know what? You should. You
Sir.
should."
Big Ben walk around like Big Khali, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Me and him looked each other eye to eye, and I said, "I feel you, bro. I feel you."
Oh man, this is fucking awesome, man.
Shit.
And this is why we do this every single
Yeah.
week, whether we're dying,
Word.
whether we're not dying, where we're sleep deprived, where
Yep.
we're consistently on parent duty. She shows up every
Word.
week anyway. It's just
Word. Because the same way you want to change the wrestling industry and keep it real noise, that's how we do it here. Our motto is we're always gonna keep it real. We always shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't come here with a plan. All we do is come in saying, yo, we got PJ Savage coming on the show.
Yep.
All right. That's it. That's all we need. You ready? Let's do this.
That's it, bro.
And then
That's it.
me, like, we need to do homework. Start doing the homework.
Word.
Oh man, I love to hook y'all with some with the SAT dudes.
Okay. Yeah.
They're trying to
I
promote
love that.
Yeah, they're trying to promote Win, so maybe they could come on also.
Word.
I'll hook you up with them. No worry.
All right, cool. You think they could give us some of the answers to the SATs?
Word.
What?
What?
You didn't get the joke?
What?
I mean, you know, my kids want to go to college, right? Shit.
We still got time.
Yeah, like I'm thinking about future. You think
That's that short motherfucker shit. That's how you know. That's how you know he 4'3". Like that's how you know.
Yo, listen, man, y'all just looking at me wrong. That's all it is.
You even short in the camera. Like
no, I have a 43-inch TV above me, and the camera's all the way up here, and I got
to get up, so the rest of them can
nah,
fill
man. You know,
yo, he stood up and was still on screen. That's how you know he's short.
First off, I was slouching. I do this shit for y'all, so y'all don't get intimidated by me. That's what it is. Y'all act like I won't take my shirt off right now and show y'all the motherfucking truth.
Intimidated by him.
Shit.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
Keep it funky in this motherfucker. You feel me? This is a 6-foot fucking lamp. Like shit, I got raised ceilings and shit.
No,
this is a fucking throne. I'm not sitting in a chair. It's a throne.
Yo, I gotta cut a promo with you, bro. I gotta get you on one of these promos, bro. We gotta make it happen.
Word. I gotta BS and BS, bro.
Yo,
wait, what's your name with Colossal Mike?
What?
What's your name with Colossal Mike Law?
Oh, we are the skyscrapers. Colossal Mike Law, me and him are the skyscrapers.
You know what? I'm done.
Don't hate.
Yeah, I gotta hook you up with the Subway Mania dudes, and you could cosplay as Diesel or some shit. Like,
Nah, they already have a Diesel. We spoke to Tim already. All right, they got a Diesel. They got a Macho Man. All right. Tim is either Hogan or Sting. It doesn't matter what he's gonna do. They got a Kane. I mean, they have a Paul Bear as well. We all know who Paul Bear is.
Nah, they gotta have Toe as Khali. Then they got this something.
We gotta put him in something.
The Giant Gonzalez. We gotta get him the bodysuit.
The Giant
Word. With the fur and shit.
The Giant eventually joined the NWO.
Word. I get a wig.
You're mini Paul White.
Yo, I'm gonna go watch WrestleMania 9 just to see Giant Gonzalez fight Undertaker now, bro.
I always wonder why he walked with his hands open, like if he had watermelons in his shit already. Like you can close your hands, bro. It's all good. It's like if I close them, I'm gonna lose balance.
Yeah, I can't fucking job, bro.
Yo, I'm not smoking any of my time right now. That's wild. Oh man. Oh shit.
Yo, y'all better come to Win on Friday. Y'all better come to that WrestleMania party. Y'all have to come to both, bro.
You know they're kicking us out.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Kenny, nah, I'm gonna walk away from him and like, I don't know that nigga. Y'all do the podcast.
Hey man, yo, they give me rules and Gigi's the loudest one in the room.
Hey man, sometimes you need the hype girl. All right, you need the hype girl because everybody want to be quiet. You at a wrestling show and you being quiet. What the fuck you there for? Absolutely not. That's why I lose my goddamn voice week over week. Well, especially this month because I was there. I went to We Are Wrestling. I went to GCW. I drank.
You still got a voice right now.
Word.
But you know what? It was March Madness, and it was so fucking worth it. And if I have to be the loudest person in the fucking room because people don't know how to act when they're at a fucking wrestling show. Then, god damn it, I must do what I gotta do. It is my job in this wrestling community.
Word. I was yelling at the ref so much. What's his name? The skinny black dude with the beard.
Nick.
I was yelling at him that he didn't know how to count so much that when the dude flew out of the ring and hit the guardrail, it hit me and my brother. And he went up to my brother and said, yo, you all right? My brother was like, yeah. He goes, yo, fuck you, man. I hear what you're saying. Fuck you. And he and I was like, yo, what I say? He's like, I heard what you were saying all night. Fuck you, man. I hope you got hurt. I was like, damn, nigga. I thought we was cool.
That's fire. That's fire. I'm telling you, you couldn't win. I'm diving straight on your ass. So ain't no guardrails at Richfield. I'm hitting your ass.
I'm standing behind Shona. We look alike.
Yo.
Shit.
Niggas gonna come for you, bro. Don't piss off the ref. All right, don't piss off the ref. He can only do so much when he's actually conscious, unless he gets hit, and then there's Legos everywhere.
I hate. You know what it is? I'm gonna have my guy in the ring, and I'm gonna cheer for the other one and piss off the ref. That way, he fast counts for my guy. Shit.
Oh fuck, bro. This was dope though. I appreciate y'all having me on and having me.
No problem.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate you coming on and joining us.
Word.
Fire.
Something just came up. Oh man.
You about to head out or?
Oh, in a little bit, yeah. I gotta put these
okay.
little ass kids to sleep. I got 4 kids over there waiting for me right now.
Yeah, I did my job. I did my job. She's done. She's like, come sit with me. And then try to be slick by putting her arm in her patita. I mean, I'm like, nah. That's that kryptonite shit. Because I'm going to pass the fuck out with you here. Nah.
Yeah, that's me too. I be trying to stay up with wifey, smoke hookah in the living room when the kids go to sleep. But my son, Lucas, he's a daddy's boy. Like, he's really attached to me. So, like, he'll be like, Daddy, lay down. Daddy, come on. Lay down. He'll lay down with me in my bed. And I'm just, go ahead, Lucas, go sleep. Go sleep, Lucas. He be wide awake on my phone. My ass beat out.
That's me and her. She's like, put the TV on. I need to hear noise in the background. I was like, I'm gonna put on wrestling. You gonna go to sleep tonight? What you gonna put up? Okay, but what? WCW Nitro. That's what we're gonna look. And then I get stuck, and I'm like, and then she got questions. Who's that? Who's that? What happened? Why are the girls dancing? Because she's watching the Nitro. The Nitro girls. That's it. Why are they dancing? They're not
wrestling. Part for me. I just tell them I'm studying. If Daddy's studying, don't shut up. Leave me alone. Daddy's studying. So my kids, so Lucas be one of those. He'll be like, who that daddy? Daddy's studying. I don't be studying. I just don't want to dance. Just leave me alone. I won't watch this shit too, bro. Like,
I didn't study for this pop quiz.
So let me ask you real quick. Who are your picks for like WrestleMania?
Well, Cody's my obvious pick.
Okay.
Rhea. I feel like Rhea is a lock. Who's Bianca facing?
Asuka.
Asuka, it's probably a retaining for Bianca. I don't really see a title switch there. There was no build for Asuka. I feel like the Street Profits might get a win, or they might break up. In that Fatal 4-Way tag, it's either a win or a breakup. Who's in the IC title match? Is it Drew?
It's a triple threat.
Triple threat match.
Yeah.
So
I think Drew needs a win. Drew's like due to win right now. Him with the IC title would be great because Gunther's got a challenge for the heavyweight title at some point.
Yeah.
Gunther's a big star. They gave him a big push at the Royal Rumble. If they just dropped the ball on that push, then. And my big bold prediction is Cena winning the U.S. title.
Damn.
And Monday night, him doing the whole U.S. Open challenge, and in walks Jay White, new champion.
Okay.
Oh,
like that's my big. Like,
okay.
I'll take that.
That's just a Cena thing to do. You know what I'm saying? That's a Cena thing to do. And I think Jay White's unlocked the WWE. I feel like Jay White and FTR is going to show up Monday night.
All right.
But yeah,
So you're saying that John Cena's gonna try to soak up all that heat that Jay White's gonna have. That's what you're saying.
He's
He ain't got it no more. So, yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, that motherfucker.
Oh man, I don't even know what other matches is on Mania. Just
I had to look
Bobby-
at the
well,
card to be honest with you.
almost Brock
You
Lesnar.
got the Usos versus
what's a
Sami
Brock?
Zayn and
Brock's
Kevin
probably gonna
Owens.
crush his ass.
Yeah, Sami
Oh,
Zayn
yeah.
and Kevin Owens and
Yeah,
the Usos.
I think KO and Sammy definitely got to get the win. It's that's the shitty part about doing stories. You kind of need to pay them off, unless they go into the next pay per view like they did it with Charlotte and Ronda. They pushed it, and then Ronda won the belt at Backlash, but it just didn't mean anything anymore. It's tough. So I think Sammy and KO win. What was the other match you guys just named? No, Seth and Logan Paul. That was the other one. I think Seth. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Logan Paul. I wouldn't be surprised.
You think Brock not giving that he's not passing that on?
Oh hell no! I think Brock
is not gonna give up that W.
I think Brock squashes Omos.
Yeah, Omos has enough time putting that hand tape on.
Yeah, but when is he gonna pass it down? Like it's time.
Omos ain't the guy, bro. Shit, I'm gonna get heat when I get up there. But Omos ain't the guy you pass it to.
Nah.
No, I agree.
Nah, he's like another Giant Gonzalez. It's just there's nothing there, bro. Unless the Hurt Business gets back together, like that's a good way to book that.
Yeah.
Fucking Brock is beating the shit out of Omos. Down comes Bobby Lashley. Down comes Cedric and Shelton, and they form the Hurt Business and beat the shit out of Brock.
So
like that's a good way to book it. But I don't see Omos beating Brock.
What I heard was the original story, and the reason why they put Brock versus Bobby Lashley at the Chamber was they were gonna have Austin versus Brock at WrestleMania. That fell through, and then they were gonna have Brock versus Gunther. But then somebody said Gunther ain't ready for Brock. He need about another year. So they said, "Oh, it's undeniable. We need Omos."
I think Gunther versus Brock was a smart play until Gunther had that match with Sheamus.
Yeah.
Because then it was like, oh, okay, Gunther can go. He could be that next Sheamus or next Drew McIntyre. So you need to put him with those guys. So I think that kind of changed plans. I did like Gunther versus Brock, but who wins that match? Like, I don't know. I don't know who wins that match.
That's the guy to pass it to right there.
Gunther's probably the guy.
Absolutely.
Gunther's probably the guy. I mean, his name should be Walter again, but he's
I agree.
Brock disagreed though. He said he didn't want to fight him.
They should have just had Bobby versus Brock for real at WrestleMania.
That's the match. But then with Bray getting hurt, I think that threw the monkey wrench.
Yeah.
And then Gunther and the whole Sheamus storyline, that it kind of fucked everything up. I think Brock versus Gunther was the match.
But Brock didn't even want to, from what I was reading, Brock didn't even want to face Bray Wyatt because he didn't want to go into the whole spooky theme Uncle Howdy shit.
Brock shows a lot of respect to Taker. That's that part right there where it's like the Supernatural already did it. And it's tough. Brock is not a gimmick. You can't gimmick Brock.
No.
And anything Bray does right now is going to be somewhat gimmicky. That's why they probably wanted to put him with Bobby to show Brock, like, look, we could do this in a respectable way. And shit just fell out the water. I'm a little concerned with Bray getting hurt again. Like, it kind of sucks. It's like every time Bray's picking up speed, it's done. Like, is he really injured or are they pulling his shit again?
I don't know, because I heard that there was problems and he didn't want to do shit or something like that. Yeah. I didn't hear he was injured.
There's just a lot of rumors between if it was creative, headbutting between him and creative, or if it's an actual illness that he has. He's not, excuse me, physically injured, like nothing's broken, nothing's torn or anything like that. But it could be something also just like internal.
The only thing that makes me second guess that is everybody knows, especially from the wrestler standpoint. I'm not there yet. I don't know what's going on backstage. But from the wrestler standpoint, even when you're hurt, you want to keep going, right? So, like, let's say if I'm Bray Wyatt and I'm in his shoes and I'm ill, I can't make it. Why not put Uncle Howdy on the screen? Why not continue the Alexa Bliss storyline?
Yeah,
they almost ended everything,
yeah,
which is really fucking weird. Out of such a strong showing at the Royal Rumble, and
Mhm.
not pick it up, and then end the Alexa Bliss stuff because she's not even on TV no more, and then just not even do anything. No Uncle Howdy, because Uncle Howdy, everybody knows Bo Dallas is Uncle Howdy. Not even have Uncle Howdy on the screen. That tells me something's going on creatively.
That sounds
Yeah.
familiar. Guess who's back?
Keep it up, my nigga.
Mhm.
Wasn't he the one that fired him?
He never left.
Yeah, he never
Yeah.
learned.
He the
Come
one
on,
that
bro.
fired him. So I came right back to it. I don't like you.
I may be stupid. I'm not that fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's
And
just
it's
weird.
an unfortunate thing because it's man, I love things that are like this. I love shit that's not supposed to make sense sometimes. Why? Because
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I want it to be fun. Bray Wyatt as the Fiend. Bray Wyatt bringing Uncle Howdy. Alexa Bliss. You guys know I've mentioned this so many times how much I love Crazy Alexa Bliss. And
The
yeah,
story was going somewhere.
it was
Yeah.
going somewhere. And Toe fucking hates the fact that I have to admit it. I have to agree with him that we had a whole therapy session of her not having Lily. And then at the end of the sessions, her and Lily are supposed to be what? We never
As long
separated.
as you're with Lily, you're cured. Bitch, you were supposed to stop her from having Lily.
Yeah. That was the cure.
Ah.
Get away
But
from
the
Lily
fact
and
that
then
we were
make
kind
her
of
Lily.
bringing this like spookiness, the things that are not supposed to make sense, right? And kind of back into the fold. We were bringing Alexa Bliss saying, oh shit, there goes Uncle Howdy. No, I don't need you. But it's what we think of that toxic part of your brain. As you as an individual, your demon is Uncle Howdy. And Uncle Howdy is telling you shit and you're trying to be like, no, I'm not fucking with you right now. Leave me alone. But then eventually, what happens? She snaps. And she goes and entertains this demon part of her that is Uncle Howdy, that has control of the Fiend, that has somewhat of a connection. Well, not somewhat, but a big connection with Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt and the Fiend gimmick and the Fiend character.
The
He's
Fiend
the
should
one
be
that's
her
supposed to
monster.
kind of like all tie it
Yeah.
in.
The
Where's
Fiend should be her monster. Yeah.
we went down the rabbit hole,
She should
right?
be the
And we
monster.
got lost.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel bad for Bray in all of this because let's say if he's just ill and then just keeping his stuff off because he's creatively in control of it.
Yeah.
But it just sucks because I feel like when he came back after everything he went through, losing all the people that he lost, Luke, his best friend, he lost 2 best friends, and just coming back, that first promo he cut, man, I was so happy for him because it
Yeah.
was like the first time you heard Bray Wyatt speak. Like, and he was just a person. He was just thankful to be there. And it was like, now I could just lay my story in front of you. After this promo, let's have fun. And I feel like he still just doesn't get to tell his story. And
You know,
I don't think he could tell his story in movies. I feel like the only place to tell his story is in wrestling. And I
I-
don't want to see it at AEW. I want to see it in WWE.
I think the whole thing
AEW
went
can't
by too
carry
fast.
that type of
The,
it.
the,
It can't even carry regular storylines. Right?
yeah. The problem with the Bray Wyatt story was he should have came back and let that normalness of Bray Wyatt breathe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, let him do that whole look. I got over my demons. I did all that. And then creep in to Uncle Howdy. You instantly brought in Uncle Howdy, and it's like, yo, bro, we didn't even get a chance to like connect with homeboy and see the pain that he has. Now you just want to drag a demon out of him. And that's kind of like the fans rushing the shit, but it's like, yo, bro, you did that so fast. My man did oh shit, I forgot the most important part of the story. Now we going at it. You ever told a story so fast, you're like, wait, in the beginning, this bitch walked in and she had red heels. I forgot to mention that. Now going back, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they telling the Uncle Howdy story with him.
Yeah. I feel like they could have did it so much better. But I just feel bad for Bray. I just want him on TV.
Nah, I hear you.
On TV, bro.
Yo, I know you gotta go. You want me to give you the big screen? You can promote whatever you gotta promote, and
Plug in everything that you need to plug in. Go ahead, do your thing, PJ.
yeah.
Yeah, man. At PJ Savage on everything. Check out the weekly YouTube show. Savage season is gonna be dope, especially covering the tryout with CPW, Chosen Pro Wrestling. When Wrestling is now, go check that out. Big show March 31st. Everything I'm doing at Invictus Pro Wrestling, go check it out. Go check out Invictus Pro Wrestling. I would rather you go check out the promotions than check out my stuff because I'm a big part of every promotion I'm a part of. So go check out Invictus, Titan, IWA, the weekly YouTube show they have called Intensity. Go check that out. Me and this guy named Jacko's having one hell of a feud, and that needs more eyes on it. But yeah, man, just check me out. Check out everything I'm doing. I'm gonna put New York on my back, and I'm gonna take it to a whole nother level.
Word. Facts. Yo, appreciate you coming on, bro.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through. We gotta do
I'll
this
come back
again.
on whenever you guys want, bro. Whenever you guys want, just hit me up. You ever want to talk shit, set up shop, man? I'll come back on whenever you guys want. This was dope.
Appreciate that. And you are more than welcome to come on whenever you ready or you got time or whatever. You officially a knucklehead with us, man. You admitted Cena has flaws.
Oh yeah,
The most
everybody know that.
knucklehead that
Not
we
everyone.
have right now, motherfuckers.
This guy right here, and a bunch of people in the chat want to act like Cena's perfect.
Not Kenny Cena.
And Cena's
Yeah,
not
that motherfucker, the Brock Boo. We'll let you go. We'll
Our
let you
father
go.
is Cena.
All right, Kenny. You know.
Now I gotta go.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Let him get him the fuck out. All right, brother.
All right, bro. Have a good night, y'all.
Have a good night.
Hate that, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was PJ Savage. Let's give it up one more time. Yes.
Word.
That was cool.
That's when
Very
they be
fucking
champ.
cool.
Word.
Be champ, baby.
But yeah, but
I have
show when we do these interviews, you gotta have to let one of us talk, bro. You won't shut the fuck up.
Word.
I apologize.
How many pictures do you have?
Yeah, like a whole thing rolling. But that's
I was literally waiting for him to pull out the family picture next.
Yeah, like the baby pictures.
I got him some.
There's that
Listen,
Cody picture.
make the guest feel
I'm
special.
like wheezing and dying over here. My head feels like a fucking balloon.
Hey,
But I'm here. Yeah.
Word.
I heard you took some medicine. Took some
Man, by the end of the night, I'm going to be honey ginger tea with extra honey. I'm gonna turn into a honey thing. Honey's gonna be coming out of my pores. Shots got fired. I don't know what's going on.
They shooting outside. Damn it.
I don't know. Helicopters. There's too many
warm out.
fires going on. But anyway, how you guys doing? We got the crew here. This is awesome.
Word.
Tired.
Show showed
Word.
up. What?
I'm here. Kenny's at work. Well, everybody's here. We here.
Oh, not everybody.
Amen. Oh shit.
We still a man
Women
down,
say-
but yeah.
We're gonna get you back in the summertime. Summertime gonna be some lit. That's
Word.
it. We're gonna get laid back at least
Word.
one day.
How is Lane?
One day.
I haven't seen him in the chat. Is he doing okay? I gotta hit him up.
Yeah, he seems to be doing good. He was here yesterday when we were talking about the
Yo, do you
Wow.
think that
music.
who do you think that's gonna be coming back at WrestleMania? Do we see anybody making a comeback at WrestleMania? Are we done with WrestleMania surprises? Because they did this shit already. Like,
I say AJ.
Is he gonna be healed by then?
I'm sure he is.
does he show up for Mania? Does he show up for Raw or
I
SmackDown?
think he shows up for Raw.
Okay.
What? All right, if there's a surprise, it has to be related to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Somebody got to nullify Solo.
No,
So who would?
I think Solo is gonna get more involved with the Roman Cody match than anything else, and then with the Usos.
Well, yeah, because the Usos got their own shit. That's why.
Yeah,
Isn't
So-
Randy do back?
Yo, what about this fucking
It's,
this title, this tag team, this what is it? Oh yeah, 6-man tag team between Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish Stratus, and Damage Control.
I say I could see Becky and Lita losing.
Of course. How long can Lita go for?
And you know how it's gonna happen? It's gonna be Trish.
Cheating?
Yep, Trish is gonna cost him the match.
I
That's
agree.
dope. That's a dope. You owe me for that Monday night.
You ever
Raw
see
when the
Trish
Black Knight come out.
Kind of turning heel. I don't mind Trish or Lita on my screen. I think
word.
it's gonna be hard for me to say this, but like watching that women's match, it wasn't one of her greatest. Lita, I want to say. I think Lita needs Trish there.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like watching the last match that Lita was in, that women's tag match where they won the titles, I felt like she was like lost. I didn't know who was calling what when she was in the ring, whether she was in with Dakota Kai or whatever, because there was nothing. It was just a lot of like, confusion. So that left me kind of weary.
Are those wrestlers too advanced for her, you think? You're a little older than us. You can't keep up.
Maybe.
Nah.
I don't think so. I just think that I don't know.
No,
It's just hard to say. Like, who's calling what?
Right.
Is it the same calls from back in the days?
Well,
Like,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. So back in the day, you had what 6, 7 women that you wrestled constantly,
Mhm.
and now these women aren't wrestling each other as often as they did back in the day. And she got hurt. She's coming off of that career-ending injury after how many years? And I'm pretty sure the timing is just still off with the way these girls go. You know what I'm saying? And it's a different style because, back in the day, it was a little slower, but it was a little bit more methodical. They didn't just do things to do things. Now it's like, all right, we're sitting here. You got 2 young bucks that are fast, and then you're going up with Becky. And the only one that could really hold Lita's hand or anybody's hand and lead them would be Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
Michael Jordan playing basketball now.
So she's trying to keep up with them when it's like, all right, hold up. I lost a step and I still ain't found your step yet. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't. I'm pretty sure that tag team match is probably the first match she had since the Revolution pay-per-view they had with all the women.
No, because she's always been like at least training in the ring. At least like she wouldn't just like kind of just go back into it and stuff like that. She's always consistently training. It's just there's a difference between training and then doing it in front of a live audience.
Right.
So like it's not like she had any ring rust. It was just a little bit of confusion of who was calling the match, whether she was calling the move or was the person that she was with was supposed to call the move. And it just looked like there was a miscommunication.
My leading. Come on.
Trish could be the one that's going to cost them the match. And maybe
Trish versus Becky at SummerSlam.
Maybe.
I know Kenny.
I think SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam is too far. We don't have the schedule for that. Nah.
That WrestleMania after bullshit they be having.
Yeah. That's what's gonna. It's something's gonna happen on Raw.
Backlash. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think they stopped doing that.
Oh, okay.
Like what they call WrestleMania Backlash. I think they stopped. I think, but we don't know.
Let's hope.
I hope. That shit is stupid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, AEW last night. Did y'all see it?
I showed wanted to ask you a question, but I saw it.
I got a question before you switch to AEW. Do you give credit to Edge since he was able to do it seamlessly with the same amount of time off? He didn't look lost when he came back.
No, he didn't look lost. He picked up, but there was a difference. I mean,
he's with Randy Orton. He was wrestling Randy Orton the first 2-3 months when he came back, and like as much as Randy Orton wants to fuck around, he potentially could have been the greatest wrestler we ever seen.
He's a linear wrestler from daddy to son. He's good.
Yeah.
But go ahead, AEW. My bad. That was my question.
Yeah, that's the same. I was going to say the same thing because of Randy Orton. The difference with Edge is that he had somebody who knew him and he knew him. Like they both know each other.
Yeah.
He probably was like, I would rather face you because I trust you the most.
We've danced before.
Right. Lita really didn't get that. Lita. I mean, we had the women's Evolution pay-per-view, right? She was part of that. She does her little cameos here and there. Man, I just I always felt it should have been Trish and Lita, not Becky and Lita.
Yeah.
And I think that's what bothers me the most about them being the tag team champions. And I love me some Becky, but I also love me some Trish Stratus. And me being a lifelong fan of like women's wrestling, and especially having these girls to kind of just put it all out there. Yeah, I think I would have felt right if it would have been Trish and Lita.
Yeah. I think it would have been nostalgic. It would have meant more if it was Trish and Lita.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in order for them, realistically, you want to build a women's tag team division, build it on them.
Word.
Mm.
Word.
Let that be that first, like, yeah, guess what? We were rivals back then, but we're even better together.
Yeah. Yo,
this is what women's wrestling is about.
Yeah. Not for nothing, Trish and Lita were the original Bayley and Sasha.
No, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm disagreeing with the whole situation because I don't know how those two would have kept a match going against two superstars from Japan. Like there's two old ladies to win the title and make it look convincing. Who was gonna do what? What they was gonna do? A double power slam? Like there's nothing that Lita and Trish would have been able to do for me. That would have been like, oh my, unless they would have wrestled like back in the days. But I've seen them wrestle now. I don't think they still wrestle like that.
Trish still had it when she was wrestling Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. When she went up against Sasha Banks at the Royal Rumble.
How did Lita look?
I think with Trish there, Lita would have been more comfortable.
More comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
No, I see what you're seeing. But the difference is when, like, let's say, Show, you're on another person's podcast that you know them, but you don't really know them like that.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna act the same way when you here.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on who you with sometimes that you get that comfort.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I honestly think that the Lita and Trish would bring the best out of each other. It would have been fun.
Because you bring not only comfort but confidence within each other.
Yeah.
So it's like it's that build. They work well together.
Yeah.
And like they can bounce off of each other like as one of the best. Like Toe said. They are pretty much the original Bayley and Sasha.
Word.
And to see let's say a tag team match between Trish and Lita versus Bayley and Sasha, that would be fucking dope.
That would be dope, yeah.
And then wait, didn't we get that though? I'm pretty sure. Did we not get that?
Trish and Lita versus Bayley and Sasha?
At one point?
I don't think so. Because I think they wanted it to be Sasha and Trish, but it was Charlotte and Trish. I think it was a different tag team versus Bayley and Sasha.
I'm looking.
Oh no, it was the Iconics versus someone else because I don't think Bayley and Sasha had the titles at that time.
Yeah, you're right. I was like, did they ever at one point face each other? I'm looking this shit up.
I was looking at the age. They're both the same age, 47.
Yeah, that's my favorite number.
Yeah, not the 50 yet.
They wanted them in like 2020. Bayley confronts Trish Stratus on WWE. And then somebody's WWE 2K game.
Word.
I'm good, Basket. How you feeling?
So they challenged them back in 2020. But yeah, no.
Because I know that was one of Sasha's dream matches to fight Trish.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I got the Dream Match Wrestling shirt for that.
I just thought of what I was trying to say. Like Trish and you're gonna disagree with me. Trish and Lita, to me, would have been like putting Bill Goldberg and Undertaker together and wanting them to win the title. That's why I say you're gonna be mad at me, but I'm just giving you an example of what it felt to me like. Like, yes, you guys are great. I don't know how great you're gonna be now. I don't know if you're title worthy now compared to Bayley, Damage Control, everybody that's young and killing it. These girls are killing it, and for me to be saying that, I don't watch. They killing it compared to other wrestlers back in the days. The girls, it was only Lita Vachon. Was it Lita Vachon? Luna Vachon.
Lita Vachon. Lita Vachon.
What? Bro, we got a new wrestler.
Shit.
I'm a wrestling.
Lita Vachon. Yeah. New signee of Diamond Wrestling.
But yeah.
You're missing your cue, though. God damn it.
He's in the bathroom right now taking a dump. He took the wrong time.
Yep, he sure did.
I may be mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know if that would be the best way to say it, friend. But I
understand. Vachon is the new signee for Diamond Wrestling.
You all late.
That's late.
Yeah. I had to take that piss when PJ Savage was here. I was like, oh shit. That's why I was jumping around just now. Like my brother need to get out the fucking bathroom.
Hurry up.
Yo. Real moments here on the fucking podcast, y'all. Real moments.
Word. But I don't think Lita and Trish would be like Undertaker and Bill Goldberg.
They're a little older than them, but you know what I mean. Like, it's putting two old school guys from back in the day to keep up with, let's say, a young fucking Uso, Jay and Jimmy. They're like, you gonna be Jay and Jimmy now? What the fuck? That's how I felt with.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't like available during their time.
Yeah, but also it's like if you put 3D against Jimmy and Jay.
Correct. The there you go. That's
the Dudley Boys. But remember, the Dudley Boys' reputation is always going to precede them.
No matter the age.
Yeah. No matter the age. Because it's only going to show how good the women's tag team champions are wrestling in Trish Stratus and Lita. You know what I'm saying? Because it's actually been said the older the wrestler, the better they are. Because you don't hit your prime until you're like 40-something years old in wrestling.
Except if you're Goldberg.
Because that's when you learn to slow down and shit. Well, the thing with Goldberg is he's out of practice. You know what I'm saying? And plus, he leaned up. He thought this match was going to be like a half hour long, so he leaned up. And he didn't do too much power lifting and strength training. He leaned up because he wanted to have a longer match with Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he didn't anticipate giving himself a concussion twice before the match started. You know what I'm saying? So that match was just a bag of shit. You know, like it was a bag of clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm.
But Lita and Trish, I think, one, they're a lot more professional than any dude that you pull off the street to do this shit. So they're in shape. This is the best shape I've ever seen Trish in, to be honest with you. Body wise, and Lita, she's always going to be ready to go with her, moonsault off the top and all that. But she's always been that different style of wrestler, So I think pulling it up, like them going 2-3 years with the championship, but them winning the title, going maybe a couple months, hell yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Goldberg did it. He took the title off of somebody. Yeah. Shit.
And you need that for the women's division. In all honesty, that's the one title that should have been made when they were wrestling. You know?
They could give back now. They could actually put somebody over.
This is the time where it's like, yo, the women's Royal Rumble, you put all these legends, the female legends in it because they should have been one when they were wrestling. The tag team division, you let these women that can go still go because it should have been one when they were wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the most even you're gonna get in terms of stature for the women's division and the men's division and championships. You gotta let some of these women be able to at least compete for them, so that way they'll always be in history.
I like
You know, that's the way I see it.
Bailey could say, "I fought your status."
Yeah,
I fought Lita.
yeah. Like if they had a factions title come out of nowhere, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see, a fucking DX version come out and fight the faction that's here. You know what I'm saying? Like something where it's like, yo, we gotta still pay homage to the people who did it before us. You know what I'm saying?
How old
But
is Booker T?
how old is Booker T?
No, I was just thinking because he should be around their age, and Booker look bad.
Nigga, oh.
Word.
He looked bad.
58.
Okay, nah, he's 10 years older.
I'm gonna look at the card from AEW last night.
Please do. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know you.
No,
they
you
had
can.
They had they had a trios match with Orange Cassidy. I was gonna say Orange Cassidy, Butch Cassidy, and the Sundance Kid. Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, and Sting versus the Butcher and the Blade and
Oh, I saw that.
Who's Chris Sabin? Chris Sabin? Chris
There you
Sabin.
go. The Young Bucks being loaded into the ambulance. Right. I was like, what happened? Right. And Hangman Adam Page went with them. And the trios match. I love Kip Sabian. Man, I wish he would just get more W's.
Yeah.
I think he could do really great. The Butcher and the Blade, same thing as a tag team. They're fucking great. I just want to comment, Sting doing the Orange Cassidy Sting though.
Him rolling. Yeah.
Great.
That was and then him rolling to the other side of the ring, mad slow, and then rolling again, mad slow. And Tony Schiavone didn't catch it. That was the face paint the Orange Cassidy put on because everyone had face paint, so he put face paint. It was the OC.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Because Tony Schiavone was like, "Yo, what is that on his face?" And Taz goes, "It's OC for Orange Cassidy." But he's like, "I get that," but it was almost like, "Why does he have it?" It's like to pay homage to Sting. This is how Orange Cassidy paints his face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The lazy way. So, how are you gonna paint your face?
Orange
Cassidy.
That's it. Yeah. It that was dope.
It was a fun match. It was very fast paced, but it was a fun match. Yes. Then the Guns versus Top Flight.
Which that one, I had it on while I was working, but I didn't really see the whole thing. It was kind of quick, that match.
Yeah. Wasn't a really long match, but it was still another fun match because Top Flight is always great when they're doing like over the top rope type shit. It's what they do. They're a great tag team. I would love to see them, get the tag team titles one day and see what they can do with that. They should definitely be considered as it, not just FTR. And which kind of brings us, back to that, being that the Guns won, FTR came back and they put their career on the line to see if they're going to continue basically with AEW or this is their goodbye match before they go back to WWE.
So is their contract up or is this
no, it's I think the contracts are about to be up. FTR contracts because there was, contract status. Bitch. My finger wasn't. This is the thing. Dax Harwood basically has his own podcast. And on his podcast, he has definitely mentioned, some things. Let's see. Return to AEW for the first time since December. They attacked the Guns following the 4-way title match on the show. FTR returns does not mean they have re-signed with AEW. However, Hardwood noted on an episode on his podcast released Wednesday that as of the recording, FTR still has just 1 month and 18 days left on their contract. So their contract is coming up within a month.
Why are they not making this public? I never knew when Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior and his cousin and all them people contract was up.
We're
that's
not
the
gonna
one
see
thing I hate about
FTR.
that.
We're not gonna see FTR after Mania. It's not gonna happen. When is the fucking event happening with AEW? Is it before Mania or after?
Which event?
Where they're putting the tag team titles on the line. When is that happening?
I gotta.
You gotta verify. I wonder, if it's the wrestlers themselves. We're gonna put out that we done in a month. It's gonna start getting our.
It's literally saying FTR is reportedly claiming in private that their AEW contracts are up soon.
I knew it. See, I knew it has to be the wrestler because it helps your negotiation. Now the other team knows you free.
Well, the other team would have known already.
Okay.
For sure.
But now you know that I'm telling the other team.
Yeah.
You bring my money up.
Wow, it's crazy. I'm looking at the events, and the only poster that has them on it is a July 5th event.
Mm-hmm. Wild, right?
Foreshadowing or just being cautious?
I don't know. I think they did this before they realized their contract was up. Because I don't see any event unless it's battle for the belts.
Breaking news: FTR is gone.
Don't be rude.
We got it here at the Knuckleheads, baby. You done figured it out.
Word. But I mean, that's the one thing that I don't like about wrestling now is where Gigi's like, well, I think Cody's gonna win because Roman Reigns is gonna take a long vacation after WrestleMania. It's like, fuck, we gotta know that Roman Reigns is taking a vacation.
Word.
That kills the entire,
Story.
yeah. And it's like that shit shouldn't be reported that he wants to take a vacation. Anyone outside of the business doesn't need to know that he wants to take a vacation, except for the Bahamas or wherever he books the vacation. Other than that, we shouldn't have one. We shouldn't know, and two, we shouldn't give a shit that if he wants to take a vacation or not.
Mm-hmm.
When he disappears.
Word.
That's it.
Yeah, because that was it back in the day. He would have lost the title, and we wouldn't have seen him for months. And like, yo, what happened to Roman?
Yep.
Oh, now he's back.
Fuck the vacation.
Word.
He comes back looking bigger, lifts weights.
Yeah.
Or it was a fake injury for 6 months, and then they used to come back huge. Triple H did that. That wasn't a fake injury though. That quad, but he came back huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I think he came back swole.
Word. The workout.
Ran out. I'm just like reading this. I'm like, okay. Moving forward. TBS champion Jade Cargill was backstage with Smart Mark Sterling. Right. They had the little contract that Taya can't use Jade's finisher no more. Which is funny. This is like, whatever. All right. No DQ match. FTW champion Hook versus the firm Stokely Hathaway.
Yeah.
This
I don't know how.
Stokely Hathaway.
I don't know how that match was no holds barred, and no one came down and helped.
Oh,
I
because
would have
they
been
were
like, yo,
banned. That was the stipulation, that they were banned.
I would have had other wrestlers because he says he knows everybody. I would have had other people come out of here and fucked up Hook before. I told my boy who was watching, I said, yo, this is a no disqualification match. I would have never made it to the ring before he got his ass kicked. Hook don't need no disqualification match. It only helps out Stokely. I'd have been like, yo, I'll give y'all money. Go fuck him up. All my people is there. I don't know who these people are, but I'm going to go put my finger on Hook. 1, 2, 3. You just lost to me now. He's supposed to be the manager. You're supposed to be smart. Outsmart Hook. That's the storytelling that they're missing. Those little details. It's a no disqualification match. If it was a regular match.
It's the shit that you don't see with a little fine print.
Yeah.
But yeah, a dominant victory by Hook. And then we go into story time with Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yes. Daniel Garcia comes out. Yo, I'm not going to lie. A big part of me was like, yo, pick the left side of your jacket up and wear that shit normal. Because he walked out with his shoulder showing. And I'm like, yo, bro.
He walked out with the GG?
Yeah. With the GG. I was like, yo, bro, just wear the jacket normal. You look cool enough with it.
My guy was feeling oozy. He was feeling very oozy about him.
Word.
He was feeling his ooziness. He's
Word.
like,
Mad oozy.
I mean, I can't do it because I got a t-shirt. But he was definitely like 80. Like, he was definitely feeling his ooziness.
We're mad ooziness.
Yeah. All right. Who's ready for story time with Daniel Garcia, baby? I'm like, oh, yeah. What are you doing? Oh, man. I like it. I'm excited. So next week we will get Adam Cole, baby, versus Daniel Garcia. That's a good fucking match. That's a good match. I like that. Let's continue that.
And also, because Adam Cole's wrestling after Dynamite, we're gonna get that all access shit. That show.
I heard it's more like Total Divas in a way.
Yeah.
You know, cattiness, a lot of like backstage leaked drama.
Yeah, I mean, the Roads to Glory or the Roads to whatever the fuck, the Cody Rhodes show.
Yeah,
it did good for the company because they, a lot of people were watching that show and then they were like, oh, these people wrestle.
Night basketball.
It did good for them.
Yeah.
Where's his wife?
What happened, show?
I said, where's his wife? Talking about that show.
She wants to do something different, from what I understand.
Okay.
She doesn't want to just go to WWE and be Cody's wife. She wants to go to WWE and have her own thing. They want to do different things.
Do your thing. Shit, you better grab it where it's at. You playing games.
Yeah.
There's money out here to get. You better be Cody's wife. Then you can step away from there. Like, yo, I got my own beef because something happened to Cody, and then I had to fight her. Something like that. But then again, let her do it how she wants. It's a career.
Well, you know what I think it is? I think most people get stuck up on the whole, I don't want to be looked at as his wife or his kid or her kid or her family. I want to be my own person. Where it's like, yeah, but the person you are is his wife, so why not be his wife?
Why are you running away from what you are? You his wife.
The more you try to move away from who you are, the less believable you be.
Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna like you. It'll be funny if you just act like I'm his wife. Whoever comes down here, I'll fuck you up if you try to touch my man.
Word.
And then have a girl come out there and wrestle you or something.
Word. Fuck with me, Fred. That's all we need.
Oh my God. So then we have the Dark Order versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
Gigi was like, I'm done with y'all niggas.
Now we move forward. Oh, right. But the Blackpool Combat Club, right? And that was that. That was
Yeah.
that. The match happened.
Yeah.
That was that. Renee was backstage with Ricky Starks. Let's see, another episode of QTV happened.
Which was kind of, I see where they want to go with it, but it kind of was stupid. Like, it was entertaining but stupid.
It's not supposed to make sense. That's exactly what it did its job.
Yeah,
Yep.
but the reason why I say it's stupid is because
You don't know if it's hitting
isn't Powerhouse Hobbs supposed to be the serious guy? Why is he a joke again? Didn't we see the vignettes of him in the hood with the big jacket and the Timbs? Where's that Hobbs? Why do we have TMZ Hobbs? Why is he tabloid Hobbs?
No,
Like,
you're
what
right.
happened?
Because Tony don't know what to do with him. That's why. He has something good,
Yeah.
but he don't feel like it was enough. So he put him up with them. So let's just see how this plays out. Because as long as Hobbs is still my champion and doing his thing in the ring, I'm okay. Let him. If Hobbs is having fun, then let him have fun. Just at the same time, the
Yeah, word, yeah.
Who you see Hobbs being like? A big ass Bobby Lashley or what?
nah. Hobbs is his own beast.
Yeah.
Like, is there anybody it compares to?
The thing is, Hobbs right now is still in that generic, I'm a tough, big, strong guy.
Ahmed Johnson. That's why I'm naming all of those.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see potential in him, but I don't think he found his niche yet. Like, his 100% niche. He's still trying to find his character.
He's Roman right now. Roman as the big dog, figuring it out.
Yeah.
He needs to become the tribal chief.
Yeah.
He needs to figure it out, is what I mean to say.
Yeah, pretty much.
That takes time. Practice. Ring. You got to experiment, see what works, what doesn't. That's probably why he's doing all that. Let me do the gangster. Let me do the funny. Let me see what works. I don't know what works. I don't know what's going to work for me.
Yeah, but what doesn't work is doing the same shit everybody else is doing. That gangster, the funny, and all that other shit. Everybody else is doing that. I need Hobbs, bro. Hobbs doesn't look like a dude that be sitting in the cut, fucking cutting jokes and shit. He looks like that dude that be the bouncer at the club, not the fucking life of the party. You know what I'm saying?
You want Mark Henry.
I don't want Mark Henry. I want Hobbs. Because Mark Henry is a funny motherfucker.
Yeah. He's cool. I like him. I think I want him more as my commentator on AEW Dark. But I know he probably doesn't want to do that, but I miss him because he's funny as shit on that. Oh man. The Outcast Tony Storm versus Sky Blue. It's a good women's match.
Nice.
I liked it.
Yeah, that was and after watching her in We Are Wrestling, I was like, yo, this girl could go.
Yeah.
I wish they showed more of that, but you know, I was saying I think some of these girls benefit from wrestling guys because they're a lot stronger, so they can do other moves with them. You know, like when she jumped on Chase's back and did that moonsault, did the sunset flip on him. She did that full force. When she did it to Tony Storm, you seen she had a like little climb on her back and then do it.
Yeah. No, she can go. This is a good match.
Yeah.
We're gonna eventually get Riho, Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue. It's just we're gonna get all women's whole. It's just gonna be all the women's in the backstage about to fuck up all these three bitches, and that's it.
Pretty much.
That's what's gonna happen down the road. Backstage to Grayson is being tended to by AEW medics. Cool. BCC ambushed pretty much everybody and choked them out. Now we get to the main event. The really best fucking match on the whole entire card. Kenny Omega versus El Hijo de Vikingo. I'm so bad at this, and I am feeling like shit right now. My Spanish is terrible. Don't come after me.
You did a lot better than me.
Oh man, I'm trying to read off the phone. I'm trying. I'm fucking dying right now. I'm hot. I'm so hot right now. And the fan is on. Eyes not well.
Hold on.
I'm holding. What am I holding on to?
We got 7 minutes. Hold on to 7 minutes, and then you can run home.
You can stay asleep right there. Shut the camera.
Nigga, you're not even on here. Shut the fuck up.
I'm here.
We don't even see you.
I got my wife
You're
behind
John
me.
Cena. We don't see you.
I'm here though. You can hear me.
All
I
right.
haven't left yet.
I'm here. You can hear me.
Oh man, yo, the fucking moves that this guy did to Kenny Omega. Oh my god, he jumped on the rope, did a fucking. It wasn't a hurricanrana, but he did some wild shit.
The Dragon Rana, where he did like a front flip into a hurricanrana.
Oh my god, man.
Dude. Yeah, show you gotta. Nah, this dude. They said he was the best Mexican wrestler right now, and my man was flipping and shit.
Yo, he was amazing. The way he put Kenny Omega through the table when he did that fucking that splash move.
Yeah,
the 450 splash on Omega. That's what it is. Yo, that shit was insane. And the back of his head hit the apron. I don't know if you peeped that. It went by fast, but if you look at Justin Roberts' fucking IG, he has that shit in slow motion. It's legit. Like, he looks like he hit the back of his head on the apron. And he just kept going.
Yeah,
what Mexicans do. Fucking Ray Phoenix bent his arm like a paperclip. Bleep. Like he was good.
So I don't know. I get it. In AEW, he should. I get it. He's going to take the L because you have to have the almighty Kenny Omega win. Although I don't think he should have. I think the other guy should have won, but that's just me probably also being selfish and just having a lucky win. But nah, man, that was a good match. And, kudos to Kenny Omega, too, for putting in the work and the way he did and everything like that. They're trying to make him into, like, he's just a one-star person. Like, let him be just, like, this one individual. He's always done tag teams. So, it's good to see this, right? And then what ends up happening? Then at the end of the match, the BCC comes out and they fucking beat the shit out of Kenny Omega, and then Hangman comes back in an ambulance.
Yo, do you see a blood and guts match between the BCC and the Elite?
Yeah.
I feel like that's where they're going right now.
Exactly where they're going with this. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you need the Elite, including Hangman. That's why they brought him back into the fold.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I see that happening. It's already in the works. I ain't even going to be mad at it. Like, I'm with it.
Nah, yeah. At this point, it's like I'm with it too. Work up to something that makes sense and actually end it. Because this felt like it should have ended 3 times already, but it hasn't. So let's end this shit with authority.
Mm-hmm. Word.
What's going on with Brian? Didn't they say that he wanted to go to Ring of Honor or some shit like that?
I don't remember what's going on with him.
Yeah, I know he cut that promo and he's gonna be out for a while or some shit.
Yeah.
There was no MJF yesterday, right? He was too Michiganed.
No, they showed a segment of him being upset last week.
Yeah, because they threw him into the cake and shit.
Right, and he had the 2 black eyes and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that is happening. I'm just putting a sticker on my table.
Nah, I hear you. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. We had PJ Savage on the show today, the independent wrestler. Eddie, if you want, go back to the beginning of the show. It was a phenomenal show we had with him. Credible insight, credible talent. Have fun on AEW next week. If you've never been there before, it's an experience.
Yeah, you have fun.
Yeah. And Gigi, appreciate you coming here, even though you feeling like shit. Show, appreciate you coming here, even though you're
I look like shit.
No, I mean, you never come on time. It must
You
have been
look like you're all elite right now. That's what it looks like.
901.
Don't be rude.
That's not on time. That's late.
The intro was still running.
But yeah, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.